going to switch mine off for now. I'm sorry, because there's no point just looking at my blurry face.
Well,
it is in profile.
It is, yeah.
It's quite a fitting like placeholder.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Okay, so hello and welcome to Hint Plays. Somewhat too late, I do apologise. It is entirely my own fault. It's a very bad idea to commit to running something when you have a long journey the day before and you have a stinking cold. That makes life interesting. Okay, so we will leap straight into this, which is that the gang. Hello, fish, and thank you, by the way. You are correct with that little bit of advice, lifesaver. Yes, the gang have been commissioned to extract from a facility a piece of biotechnology used in creating designer drugs. The designer drug in question is contained within the milk of the baby miniature goats which are being used as trial subjects. It is a genetically tailored superdrug that is being tested on some of the great and the good of Night City, i.e. wealthy people. They don't necessarily know this. The trial is being conducted at an executive health spa, and in the context of goat yoga classes. So, a Biotechnica exec has hired them to steal this item, which is both the data on the development of the drug and a sample of the drug producing
living sample
goat. A living sample. This is important. The only one that they will be able to gain access to is one keyed towards one of their genetics. So, they have to infiltrate this yoga club, sign up under a fake ID, which will be valid for 24 hours from the moment of signing, and then somehow infiltrate and extract a goat and some data. That's all going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So the first problem is they have to look like an executive spa attendee and entourage.
See, that part's probably the easiest part of this whole operation.
I mean, you forget we have posed or at least posited that it's Naboo who is the executive here.
Yeah. I'm aware. I'm trusting to her ability to hold back her opinions about the various execs around her.
Although I believe there was discussion of Electrum being the exec because he actually has experience, or from childhood.
Well, yeah, I like my background is corporate. I mean,
the problem is Electrum has to do the hack.
Yeah,
Electrum has to make the net run.
Also, Electrum tends to be very socially awkward / has a thing with talking.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's, in the interests of burning some time, because this is likely to be quite a short prep stream today, because various people are exhausted, RQGG, and
I don't know what you mean. I've only streamed for 3 hours today. It's fine.
Yeah, but 3 separate hours. That's the thing. Right, or be ill. And C, wanting to go back to some Final Fantasy stuff. I don't know.
I feel called out.
Well, yeah. I didn't say it, mate.
Yeah. It's Final Fantasy this week. Next week for me because I am more of a first-person shooter person. It's going to be the new Halo, so that'll be my obsession next.
Oh, Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite. Well,
Mm.
the multiplayer beta is in effect. The campaign will be coming out in a few days, and that will basically be my life. Any time I'm not spent at work will be spent either playing Halo or talking about playing Halo to other people at length, and really driving them insane. So there you go.
No, that's entirely understandable, dear. I can totally see that. Can everyone please cross their fingers because I'm doing something?
Touching wood.
Yep.
Well,
Fingers
that's not it.
Oh. Our mighty finger crossing, wood touching efforts have failed.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
You know when you've made
go there.
extensive notes on something and you cannot find the damn file?
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
That's entertaining. Right.
That's every time that I think I'm going to remember something, and of course I don't.
Yeah.
All of my files are in my download folder for some reason because I never bother arranging it, so I just have to scroll through about 50 different documents.
That would drive me absolutely batty. I have to categorize everything by name, by subcategory.
Well, I have that done in my documents folder, but I don't put anything in my documents folder because it's neatly arranged.
Exactly, you don't want to spoil it.
Thank the gods.
Huzzah!
I have found it. It's not as extensive as I thought it was, but close enough. Okay, it gives me something to glom onto at least.
Yes.
Did you say glom onto?
Yes.
Okay.
Shut up. Leave me alone. By the way, I am on a peppermint mocha right now, and it's bloody lovely.
That sounds really nice.
Beanie's peppermint coffee. Well, peppermint candy cane coffee. And,
Actually, I have some plum and cinnamon
chocolate.
chai that I might get at a break.
Nice. Right. You assuming we're making it as far as a break, mate?
Yeah, that's fair.
If anyone sees me just sliding sideways, it means that the cold caps have all kicked in at once, and they've just done.
Yes, the cold capsule kicked in, and the stream is effectively over. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just somebody come over, just hit the stop streaming button. It'll be fine.
I shall prepare an alarm sound on my phone and just blare it down the microphone at you. You'll hate me for the rest of our time together, but it'll work.
It'll be fine. So, in the interest of killing some time, would people like to introduce themselves, starting with Peyton Helix?
Hi there, yes, I'm Peyton Helix. Splitting my time between these fine people and my usual crowd over at Charisma 2AC. I am playing the character of Raw Duck, or Mason Tsao, a solo for the team. Only recently introduced, focusing in stealth and determined to prove his worth to the group as sort of a new hire from their fixer.
He was given to us by Tremaine, and he has assured us that this guy's competent. At the moment, he's just stood around looking scary a bit, but he's good at that.
Given to us, it was like.
Well, you know how you can pick up NPCs as quest rewards.
That's it. We've decided to adopt this player character.
Yes.
Yeah, what it was is somebody cracked a shard,
Oh.
and he came sprinting out of a mist.
I now have a mental image of Shard being split in two and a person coming out.
Oh, that's disturbing.
It's called metamorphosis.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Chrono.
It happens to me once a month.
Chrono.
Yes. Hello. Hi. I am Chronometric, aka Anil. I am playing Renrithi Ekanaika, aka Electrum, the group's resident netrunner, secondary medic, who is trying to get back to his former glory as a corpo kid, and has been forced to live in more stringent circumstances due to circumstances beyond his control.
Okay, Modiel.
Okay, hello, I'm Leah or Molly, and I'm playing Nabu, who is the group's media, and potentially going to be masquerading and possibly taking a level in executive, which she feels very ambivalent about because she likes bossing people around when required, but also the dress code is ugh. But
Restrictive.
we'll see. Yes, there's no fun, no whimsy.
There's no fun and no whimsy. You cannot be whimsical in the corp. The core is mother, the core is fun. No, wait, hang on.
Wrong setting.
Yes. I have just boosted Moliere's volume, fish, so yeah. Robinson!
Oh, great.
Your character, mate.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, I always think, like, well, okay, this is what I'm going to say, and then I get to it, it's like, wait, what was I going to say? Now I need to think of something new to say. So I'm playing Hideo, the group's tech, who seems to have a philosophy that bigger guns are better guns.
I mean, yes.
Seems.
Yeah, seems, at least. In this case, I've got a situation similar to Electrum in the former tech background in a corporate setting, though I'm not trying to get back to that life.
No, you're not trying to get back to that.
No.
Yes.
I can't make bigger guns in that setting.
That's fair. Although some of the corps do have the biggest guns around. Admittedly, the corps with the biggest guns are the ones who operate in space, because their guns fire asteroids.
I'd say
Oh,
it's
they're not
the
firing tungsten rods.
No, they fire
That's boring.
asteroids, and that's why large chunks of Florida don't exist anymore.
No loss.
Yeah.
Sorry. Apologies to any Floridians. I live in Georgia. I am allowed.
I'm
You're
going
allowed
to
to
miss
make
reading
it.
the newspaper and seeing Florida man something or other.
Exactly.
Yes, Florida Man exists. That's all. That in itself is bad enough.
I'm sorry. It was both the casualness and the sincerity.
Yeah. That was beautiful, Molly.
I assumed it was their way of dealing with mice because crush the mouse and be done with it.
This is that, the house is on fire. I saw a spider. I think it's gone now. Meme, isn't it?
Yep.
There was a mouse in Florida.
But yes, there was indeed a war with the High Riders when they broke away from Earth, and they won. So yes, several places, including I think Wisconsin, had an asteroid dropped on it. But I need to check.
Well, that was probably retaliation for because Wisconsin giving the world Weezer.
I like Weezer. Quite like Weezer. Admittedly, I didn't like the fact that Weezer was the music video that bundled with Windows 95. So when I was selling Windows 95, the first video anybody ever tried to run on the demo computers was Buddy Holly. I heard that so many times. Sorry. Right, Shard. Shard Angel. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Shard. I'm playing Dandelion, our resident, previous rocker boy, now fixer in training. And
Fixer
for
with
this
a banjo.
particular, fixer with a banjo, because even if I'm a fixer, I still keep it with me. Also, I am going to moonlight as a corporate fashionista. And dress all of these slobs appropriately.
Yeah, it's going to be you doing the Ryan Gosling pose. Yes, Knight.
Hi, I'm Nightbites, and I'm playing Caduceus, who is masquerading as this Motley Crue's resident EMT.
Masquerading.
Yeah, he's actually been blagging it the whole time. He doesn't actually know the first thing about medicine. It's just guesswork.
He's actually another solo. He's just got medical gear to pretend like.
CAD is they them, if I recall correctly.
That's correct. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Knight's he, they, CAD's they them. Right, I've got this. We're keeping it straight.
Good luck.
Go with they in
Just
general
call
and
everyone
decipher
they.
like.
You won't
Yeah.
make a mistake then.
They is always extremely useful because it's valid for pretty much everybody.
Exactly.
Yes. It's either their person or it's their person, so you sorted. Right. Excuse me, there's a spider crawling down my monitor. I need to kill it.
No.
Quick, set fire to the house.
Excuse me. Well,
Next thing we see is flames flashing across Drut's screen.
it wasn't a very big spider. It was just crawling down the middle of the chat window, and I thought, I'm not having this. No, no. Kill it before it moves into shadow.
And then it's Madeline Kahn, flames
Yes.
off the side of the face.
Flames on the side of the face.
There was
Yes.
It's literal.
there was a drut here. It's gone now.
Oh God, I've missed you a lot. Right.
Yeah.
Then,
Our
that's what you get.
astounding ability as role players to be constantly doing the role play in a not doing role play kind of way.
It's quite impressive, yeah. Yes, I missed you guys. That's why I've got to stop using that dodgy Russian ammo.
Exactly.
Right.
This is us getting back into our regular schedule after some weeks of
It is,
a
yeah.
non-standard rotation.
It is indeed. So, your problem is you have checked out the smooth water. Well, you've checked out the pictures of the exterior of the Smooth Waters Health Spa and Executive Retreat. You know the sort of standard that you have been asked to dress to in order to gain legitimate access. And you will need to be... yes, Fish, exactly. And you will need to be to standard in order to get in so that you can get yourself affiliated with a goat.
That sounds way worse than it really ought to.
Yes, you need one of you needs to be inserted into a goat. That's fine.
Oh.
And we're off Twitch. That's it. That we're off Twitch now. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah. Sorry, you got banned for a Cyberpunk scenario. You now hang out with Steve Jackson games.
Oh.
I'd just like to point out that it was Dret that did that and not me.
Yeah. It's, in my defence, it's the little own brand cold caps talking. I've killed Chrono.
It's fine.
I've committed murder live on
Vote to
stream.
see if we kick Linda off the stream for the sake of making sure we're not backed.
I'm sorry. Oh, dear.
Anyway.
Butter wouldn't melt in my mouth,
See,
obviously.
the awkward thing now is I can't see my idea because it would follow on too closely from that and give the wrong connotation.
What idea did you just have? I was talking DNA-wise. What the...
But I
What?
was just thinking, I needed to make a containment device.
Oh,
on
no.
my chair. And then I was like, if I say that right after that, it's gonna give
Yeah.
the wrong idea.
Containment device for goats. You can get those. They're called cages.
Yeah.
I think the goat in question we're
But
dealing
I don't
with
want
is...
to bolt a cage to my chair.
Oh no, you've got this. You have a little perching platform for it that's over your shoulder that keeps it above there.
Tell me,
Yes.
The
tell
goat
me
we're
you're
looking
not...
for is
I'm
30
not...
cent.
Oh my God, you're going to adopt a goat.
Okay, so
This can't
Well,
be a
the
surprise.
biggest thing
Good
Kate,
route
though,
needs a mascot, right? And we don't have one right now.
You have to
I mean,
have
they won't be able to use it to make drugs for anyone other than Naboo after this. They just need the results to figure it out. So if they keep the goat alive,
Mhm.
Well,
Very
that's, in theory, their intention. We can probably ask them to give it back to us once they are done using it.
No,
Yeah.
they need the goat alive from you. They're
they don't need to keep it alive.
No. Keeping the
We just need to kill
goat.
2 goats then. What's the problem?
Do we have to give them my goat?
Yes.
They
Or
were
could we-
assuming that they would need your goat.
Or could we steal 2 goats? One that is not my goat, and one that we turn over to them, and one that is my goat that we keep.
That's between you and your consciences.
I don't think that would. I think it would be better to do exactly what they asked for. We'll steal another goat to keep for the team mascot.
Yes.
Okay. That is fair. I assuming
possible.
yeah.
That
That
also
way,
means that, a certain someone won't accidentally get addicted to drugs.
Okay, so even though these goats are tiny, there's a problem with the whole keeping it alive and also carrying it through the spa and out the spa without being noticed.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, is anyone willing to masquerade as a pregnant person? So we
I
could
was thinking
eventually-
of a duffel bag with nice comforts and air supply to keep it alive in, and you're just carrying it around
Well-
as if you're carrying your gear.
Well,
That
the
also-
carrying isn't supposed to be because we should be able. Well, the theory is that once we are inside the facility, we may be able to find a tranquilizer that has been specifically calibrated for these goats.
Yep, there's that too.
sentence.
Mhm.
Bear in mind that you could potentially go in both legitimately, as in, so that the DNA sampling can happen and you can introduce yourselves as the corporate types, and you could then break in later and actually steal the goat and the data.
It does
from
take
the private
6
area.
hours. It does take 6 hours for the, yeah.
Yeah, so there will be 6 hours from the DNA sampling to when the goat pings and is ready.
The goat is finished
Yes, yes,
simmering.
yes. You've got the goat microwave.
Well, slow cooked.
Yes,
Oh,
yes. It goes ping and then comes bounding out, sarcastically headbutting anyone of corporate affiliation.
I mean, I like the idea that these particular goats don't actually baa.
If we do manage to steal a goat for a mascot, we have to name them Pop-Ping. Please.
That's perfect.
We have to name them. What I missed it. What was that?
Pop-Ping.
Pop-Ping. Okay. Okay.
For Welsh for microwave.
yes, of course.
Go on. You've always wanted to do the duct tape over the door lock trick to sneak back into somewhere. Yeah, fish. That's an option. Metaphorically speaking, but yeah, that is an option. Right. I am just sorting something out.
As I recall, they are covering the style expenses, correct?
Yeah, we've been given 1,500 each for clothing allowance.
Oh, 1,500 each. That should be enough for at least basic high fashion and business wear.
Yeah.
Not the jewelry, but
No, but they basically it's 1,500 because they want us to go. He wanted to recommend this particular tailor to do the suits for us.
Yeah. Hang on one sec.
I would recommend that not everyone has to do the business suit thing because we are just an entourage of a corporate. Being exclusive and designer is part of going to the spa too. So
yeah, like the rest of us will need to look good, but although I mean 1,500 doesn't actually go a long way when you're talking about that level of fashion.
oh no, it would get you 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 things, 6 maybe.
Well, since you obviously have the page open, which page is that?
It's 3. Wait, yeah, it's 356.
Sure.
And
Okay.
so, like high fashion, you've got 1,500, 1,000, 5,000, 50,000.
Oh, the jewelry, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It adds up. Fortunately.
It does. It does.
There are ways and ways. So, leave us. Stop. No, don't do that. No. Bad time to update. No
Aw.
Windows. Bad. Stop it. Stole the biscuit. Don't do that. Really, seriously, don't do that. Sorry, hang on a minute. Windows is giving me, I would like to update now. This will require a restart.
Take that.
And we're like, no, go away.
No, I don't think so. I just thought I would show audience, if not you lot, the sort of thing that we are looking at them obtaining.
Yes.
In fact, I may as well share that with everybody.
The tiny little pygmy goats.
Aww.
Let's have a look.
Cutesy baby goatee.
Oh yeah, I remember this from last time. It's very cute.
Yes, that's
Palm of the hand goat.
Palm of the hand goat.
Yeah, I had showed you lots, but I hadn't showed Twitch, and I think that they need to see the cutesy thing that's being used for medical experimentation.
Is it just my imagination, or does that particular goat's coloration give it a facial expression of "Why the hell are you pointing that camera at me? Get the hell out of here!"
It's got a very cat-like expression on it.
It does. It has the expression of no pictures, not without my agent. But yes, that is indeed a baby miniature goat sitting on someone's hand. This is yeah.
Wow.
No.
What did Moliere do?
Just type so this is a hand goat job. Because apparently my efforts weren't enough to try and get us banned from Twitch.
I think what happened was Molly realized that she was being or that they were being outdone.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So yes, that is the size of the thing you are dealing with. Right. So, for basic shopping, you're going to start at your local bodega. This is not the clothes shopping, this is anything else you might need. Bodega is the place to go for odds, sods, general equipment, and if they don't have it, they probably know someone who does. Oh, by the way, there is also a large ginger tomcat which sits in the window of this bodega.
Of course there is.
Is
Okay.
it about the same size as a goat?
Sorry?
Is it about the same size as a goat? Do the Indiana Jones swapperoo?
Have you ever tried stealthily carting a cat anywhere?
Yes, it didn't go well.
I will hide a cat inside my bag. No.
Well, it doesn't need to be away.
I've just realised why I look quite so bad. It's because I haven't actually got my lights on.
Ah.
I was just having a this does not look right. I do not look like me. Oh, that would be it then. Good stuff, those gold caps. Okay. Oh yeah, my hair's a totally different colour now. Okay, fair enough.
Wow, those are some pretty powerful drugs.
That's really good cold caps if they change your hair colour.
Thank you so much.
Or have you actually got your hands on some real life tech hair?
I love tech hair. God, tech hair would be so damn useful.
Yeah.
I feel like having blue hair today. Ping.
Yes, and you wouldn't have to scrub out the tub afterward.
No. Every time I dye my hair, my bathroom looks like there's been a minor massacre. It's one small drop of dye. What's the problem? That can't be anything too much. Come back in 10 minutes later. Blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
God, yeah, I love you, but what? That's mean. Knight would clearly want a tech beard.
Yeah.
Self-braiding tech hair beard. I can see that actually. Or it's not self-braiding, self-beading. Right.
So before we go shopping and all of that, while we're back at the Rack and Ruin, is it possible for Electrum to try and pull up a floor plan or schematic of the facility? Is that something that is going to be available at least outside of the...
Unfortunately not. I'm not going to make you roll for it because this is something you will be able to find.
Yeah, it's whether or not any plans have been filed with...
Yeah, essentially, you can look up the public information at City Hall.
Yeah.
or the equivalent of
Yeah.
for the area. But amazingly, there's either corrupted files, or it's Error 404, or it's and basically the data pool does not have access to it.
Sure.
Of course not.
But you can spend half hour or so
Yeah.
trying various different ways.
Yeah. Basically,
to
I'll
look it up.
be. So what Electrum will do is do the standard. Right? Can I find the floor plans?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Has there been anything filed? No. Okay. Is there anything with like the utilities department? Can I get like electrical schematics or anything like that? And obviously comes up blank on all of the standard searches.
Yeah. Basically, of course, because the internet doesn't exist, you're limited to what's available on the local data pool. The only thing you can find is a reference on one of the scream sheets to the opening of the spa. Which was very much a ribbon cutting exercise with some people with some deeply artificial teeth and corporate smiles, while some local workers getting local jobs stood there looking a bit worried.
Right. And you said last time, if I remember correctly, there is nothing overtly that indicates that this is a Biotechnica facility.
No, there is nothing to link it to Biotechnica outside. There's nothing on the signposts. We don't have any logos with Smooth Waters, a Biotechnica spa, because
Which means
the locals would probably get worried.
We're going to need to find access to either basements or probably basements. Because are there buildings around it?
It's set in its own sculpted landscaped garden.
It's effectively like hotel set aside because it's in the exec zone.
Yeah. And it's just a one-story building?
Yes. Externally, it is indeed one story.
Then we should probably expect that anything that we're looking for is going to lead lower down.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Right.
Okay.
Which means we're going to need tools for searching out and opening such accesses.
Well, I mean, I have Electrum has like lockpicking capability. I mean, me and Hideo are the security folk.
What about pickpocketing, stealing access cards and stuff from actual folk that belong to the facility to use?
Oh, that's less my.
I think.
I mean, that said, like I've got. I mean, sleight of hand a skill here. Pickpocket is a skill.
Pickpockets is indeed a skill.
I've got a base of 10 in pickpocket myself.
Okay, my base is 8. I mean,
So
you're
that is an option.
Yeah, I mean, you're the person who is the most personable to be able to get up close to somebody to do that.
Usually, I let people get up close to me, and then I pick their pockets.
Yeah, if it's the physical side of breaking and entering, then generally speaking, Hideo and I will have that covered.
Sure. But this is a shopping trip. I was just thinking out loud of what kind of things to be looking for.
No, that's perfectly reasonable. Even if you don't use it when you go to sign up, there is the possibility of picking things up for an evening expedition, for example.
I do wonder if, aside from our agents, it's worth us all picking up a radio communicator. So that we've got some way of... Because I'm presuming the radio communicator is, like, small.
Yeah.
Probably a device you could attach to your agent or whatnot.
Earpiece. Yeah, earpiece allows you to communicate via radio with 1 mile range,
Okay.
I think... And that's 100... That would be 100 each. I think that would be useful.
It's just called a radio earpiece?
Radio transmitter. Radio communicator. On page 351.
Okay.
Possibly worth looking at seeing if you can get one with a scrambler.
Yes.
That way, no one's going to be. People are less likely to be listening in that way.
I like the clarification, Knights. Yes.
So I know that is a facility of some cyberware. There isn't one given in the gear list for that. Like, is that going to be more expensive?
That is going to be military grade. So not only is it going to be more expensive, it's going to be harder to find.
Right.
That's going to be a fixer job.
Do we want to go for that, or do we just want to go for the ordinary ones that we can?
We shouldn't need to use it necessarily a lot, so long as we maintain mostly silence on that frequency, whatever frequency we're using. Should be fine until we absolutely need it.
Basically, for when we do the actual heist bit and us split.
And while we're there, I mean, a couple of us do have bug detectors implanted in us, so
Yeah,
we can also, while we're in there, look for hidden listening and watching device. Well,
I have a flashlight already. That's fine.
Yeah, I have a scrambler and descrambler in my cyber audio suite.
Okay. So that is an option, but yeah, it is basically a cyberware add-on.
Yeah, I guess we'll stick with ordinary radio, or at least I'll stick with an audio radio communicator. I don't think I. Oh wait, scrambler descrambler is a separate piece of equipment. That's 500 airbar.
Yeah.
Oh right. That's
cheap.
getting. Yeah, no, that's too expensive.
Oh, are you thinking about getting one for everyone?
Well, if everyone were to pick that up, like 600 is a lot of money out from, like, I'm pretty sure like we're okay with spending like 100 each on this, but not 600 for what's effectively one piece of equipment.
Yeah, at that point, I'd just buy the tech scanner I want.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing. Do you want a grapple gun? Sorry. do I want a grapple gun?
Well, I mean, the nearest building is a bit distance away. I don't know if that'd be useful.
I want a grapple gun too. I also want a grip foot.
You just definitely want a grip foot. You just want the ability to walk up walls.
I want my chair to be a 3D maneuver system. I want to be able to like climb buildings and then, skate down the other side.
You have Doc Ock fantasies, don't you?
That's exactly where my brain went. Yeah.
I am going to acquire some. Well, they listed as duct tape. I'm thinking it would be a clear gaffer tape because that'd be better.
Those are two different things. Duct tape is waterproof and is usually fabric reinforced. Gaffer tape is electrically resistant and doesn't have reinforcement, so is easier to tear.
Well, I don't know what, because they don't have normal tape, but I am going to go with the backup plan of Fish's idea in regards to putting tape over.
Yep, clear gaffer tape would do it. Yeah.
So I'm getting some clear duct tape.
Yeah, clear gaffer tape would do it. Sorry, if that's what you're after, clear gaffer tape would do it. Basically, that's the gaffer tape is normal kind of sellotape on steroids. It's thicker. It's used for it has electrical insulating properties. Duct tape less so, but you can fix the world with duct tape. I just need
to remember that I have clear gaffer tape.
Yeah, so you basically that's the sort of stuff that you can buy at a local bodega. Your local convenience store.
I don't think there's anything else I need because I've got basic lockpick gear and stuff myself, flashlight and all of that.
Does your flashlight have a dark light setting, or if we have bulbs because a lot of flashlights can be switched between and have multiple bulbs even in this day and age. I'm wondering about that because in terms of when we are searching out and looking for things, marking the place we find possible entrances and exits. When we come back and it's dark, hopefully we can just search it out and find the glowing marking.
Peyton, are you still with us? Because your camera is fuzzed.
No, like I said, it's been
yeah.
paused for a while, so I am still here. Just,
Yeah, but it froze and unlocked and then froze again.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, that's just the reality of where I am. You're gonna have to do without my pretty face for the rest of the stream, I think.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
To be honest, it doesn't say. The only thing that is listed as for the standard flashlight is rechargeable, 100 meter PR, 100 meter beam, lasts up to 10 hours on the charge.
Yeah. The black lights, you can get such things as security marking devices. They are not much used these days, but you know the home security kit where you put your postcode and stuff on your valuables. They tend to come with little black light torches so that you can see how you're writing. So something along those lines if someone's got one kicking around, but that would be a roll on my part for an availability check.
Okay.
Let's see.
I just thought,
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's actually use the right diagram, because, that'd be radical. Let's give that a chance. Oh, okay. Oh. Fair enough, then. Yeah, are you going to ask the owner? Because they may have something kicking around. Bear in mind, bodega, you can buy everything from, a burrito to some home DIY gear, probably wire, magazines, as these things go, cheap shit clothes, and ouch, minor electrical items. So it's worth asking.
Yeah, I'm going to ask.
Okay.
Because that would be something that could potentially be useful.
Okay.
I can easily deal with the low-tech side of things.
Yeah. Okay. So, the guy at the desk is wearing a big shirt, big floppy Hawaiian-style shirt. Nice
shirt, I like it.
It's clearly at least 2 or 3 times too big for him.
It's a Hawaiian shirt, they should be.
Fair enough. And looks you up and down. Hey.
Alright, I'm wondering, not necessarily sold much lately, if you've got, can't remember what the kit that you were talking about would be called, but something with a black light in it and particular paint that is only visible under black light.
You wanted to check some hotel rooms, yeah?
I mean, actually, my partners and I want to have some fun body painting experiments with this.
Oh. You can see cogs turning and incorrect connections being made. And he offers you a huge wink. And then says, "Give me more."
All right.
I think I have what you need.
Awesome. Take.
And heads out through the back door behind the counter, and is basically tag teamed in with a girl, looks maybe 12, 13 years old, who walks in, hops up on what's clearly a step stool behind the counter, and glares down at the rest of you. This puts her roughly on an eye line with the shorter members of the team. And is looking at you with her arms folded like any of you could be shoplifting at any moment.
Oh, she's the security. Okay.
Yep. It's made.
This little 12-year-old who's got this. Yeah, really? Come on then. You're not sure that's a holster under her denim jacket, but you're not sure it's not.
She might have well, since the new expansions come out for Red, she might have a teen dream concealed under her jacket.
Yes. You want to be careful with some of those names again.
No. Yeah, she might have a single-use 10-round, poor-quality exotic submachine gun.
You wouldn't want to use a submachine gun indoors. That risks damaging the stock. Possibly
but there's enough of us that I think she'd get away with without having to worry about that.
Yeah, what she's actually got is a bright pink 3D printed. It is a one-use disposable.
Oh, it's like
but
that.
It's only a little handgun.
It's like that Sanru Hello Cutie thing in the yeah.
It is, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a 3D printed knockoff.
Sweet.
Yep. She doesn't have to use it often. So, right. After a couple of minutes, when she pointedly asks, anything else I can get you? To those of you who are just sort of poking around, browsing and playing with the cat. Because I know my group. There's a cat there. You're all trying to pet it covertly. Except possibly Hideo, who's looking at stealing it for reasons.
Possibly not the medic who knows what cats can do to skin.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone else is going, I've got skin weave, what do I care?
I'm just thinking, right, if I had a cat sat on my lap and I sort of stroked it menacingly while in my chair.
Question, what's a tech scanner do?
It adds +2 to like all your tech rolls.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Which is
both of
kind
you.
of broken, to be honest, when you think about it, with what I have for my tech rolls already.
Yeah, you're
Fair.
kind of assuming normal tech difficulties, aren't you? If you're using a tech scanner, then you're basically looking at hard rolls. Hello, Mecky.
Hi, Mickey.
Oh, you've all gone quiet. Have I just managed to knock the mute button?
Testing.
I don't know.
1, 2, 1, 2.
I don't know.
Can
When
you
you
hear
say
us now?
something, please.
Speaking 1.
We are
Hello,
speaking.
Matthew.
4.
Have. That's better.
You
Okay.
can hear us now then.
Yeah, I may possibly, yes, have knocked the mute button. It's good to know that with new headset, the same problems still occur purely through human error. I say human, I mean me.
Well, you're a human, so that's not incorrect.
You take
That's-
that back. I am GM, hear me ball. Okay. So yeah, after a few minutes, the owner comes out, ruffles the hair on the little psycho who's been serving behind the desk the whole time.
I mean, no, definitely didn't say that.
And she hops down, heads back out, and he lays down on the desk a battered and slightly dusty box with bright colour printing all over it. And it's a kid's UV painting set. Designed for ages 5 and up.
Aww.
It
At
has
least
toxin
the future
warnings.
still has age ratings.
Yeah. Oh no, this is old. This is the thing. Some of this stuff has like come off container. This is where most stuff comes from. It's like fallen off containers. You know, basically disposables. Consumer goods really aren't being manufactured in Night City anymore. Worldwide, manufacturing has just completely dropped off the map. So stuff like new cars, electrical equipment, phones, they're all being found in containers and stuff like that of ships that were sunk, or that factories and warehouses that got trashed, or where the roads got trashed to them. And then the stuff's now being discovered. So you've got huge container loads, like that thing that was stuck in the Panama Canal. Imagine one of them gets discovered. you're looking at thousands of containers of stuff and limited ability to salvage it at any given time. This is what seabound nomads are really good for. So that's where a lot of consumer goods comes from. You know, you'll get an entire consignment of mobile phones being found. Yeah, they're from 30 years ago, but the tech's still good.
Yeah.
So everyone's wandering around with flippy phones. That sort of thing.
So
That's some serious retro chic right there.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, that's, you know, you could be wandering around with your Razor, your early model Razor. I loved my Razor until 2 of them died in a row, and then I stopped loving them.
that means I could still own a Sony Ericsson.
Yeah. Yeah, you could. Pardon me. So that's why a lot of tech is old, but new. Because, you know, it's fresh out of the box, but it's tech that was cutting edge 10, 20 years ago. That sort of thing. This is what happens when you blow up large chunks of countries and wars happen. And suddenly you make do with what you have. So, yeah.
How dare there be technological stagnation in a setting that I'm playing? I need to fix that.
Well, if you've got...
Technological stagnation, not really. It's just the manufacturing side of it.
Yeah. Oh, the StarTAC rocked, Fish. I used that one for so long. That was the one where you could do your whole Star Trek fantasies and just flip. And it would just flip at the flick of a wrist instead of needing to prise it open like my Razor. Motorola StarTAC. Okay. Right. So he presents this to you, and with a wig, with a big old wink, and movement of eyebrows that probably gets this stream rating a little higher.
It just keeps going up.
It just keeps going up, yeah. So yeah, and he pulls open the box, and inside are half a dozen coloured, not syringes, dropper bottles of paint, the world's cheapest palette, with some mixing things, some brushes that have just the bristles are all doing that business, and a little keyring with a bulb on the end, with a round flat thing on the end, and a single bulb, and a big button on top.
I press the button to see if it works.
It's hard to tell because you can't see UV lights. However, waving it over the one of the tubes, yeah, the tube itself glows.
Okay.
Or the paint within glows. It's either UV responsive or it's radioactive. Potato.
Either way is fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're good with that.
I mean, after the weather the past few sessions, we're probably radioactive ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I vote for weather today.
Oh, sorry, I made a
Robin,
mistake.
why did you have to say
I
that?
apologise, everyone.
how much for the kit?
Okay, he will name a price. It'll come. I'm happy to have it come out of your normal lifestyle, but he points out that, and again with another broad wink, not designed to be edible.
Oh no, we're planning on eating it.
No, but your mouth might go near something you've painted, and
yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So we can't paint the goat.
No, God, no.
Those things. In the dark goat.
What are you planning on doing? I don't know, mapping out the cutlets on the side in UV light.
No, I just wanted to see a glow-in-the-dark goat.
Oh my God, the goat with the Baskervilles.
That's what bioengineering is for.
Yes.
Yes, I want to stick some jellyfish genes inside this goat.
That's not how it works.
That sounds amazing. That
Here's
sounds
how it works.
amazing.
I've seen Jurassic Park. I know how cloning and genetic modification works.
Those two sentences are separate.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do with each other.
No.
No, you would have to breed the miniature goats.
With
And
jellyfish.
And then insert the jellyfish.
Dear
The
God.
jellyfish
What you're saying is
DNA.
put a jellyfish and a goat inside a tank together and make them do the thing.
Yep.
That's
how it works.
That's
Obviously.
That's not going to go the way you hope.
Goats, jellyfish, Barry White album. I mean, what are you hoping for here?
A glow in the dark goat.
The goat and the jellyfish went to see him.
This is not how I was expecting this evening to go.
You weren't expecting to laugh and enjoy yourself?
I wasn't expecting to have visions of a goat and jellyfish doing the nasty in the hope of producing something that glows. I think we've killed Molia. That's it. God. Okay, this is fine. Oh, God.
Well, I think, I mean, as far as, just ordinary shopping goes,
Yeah.
Electrum is just picking up the communicator, some general duct tape, and some rope, because I think those were things that I wanted to buy but ran out of money on my original allotment to get.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh,
Rope is always useful.
Yeah.
fish, the Biotechnica gloat. Oh, that's brilliant. GLOAWT. Oh, love it.
Oh, wow. Actually, it's one of those things where it's just opens with the advert just opens on an idyllic pasture in the middle of the night, and then the goat just opens its eyes and there's this bright flashlight beam that comes out, and then it lights up as Biotechnica.
I'm sick and tired of people making it across your garden in the middle of the night. The cutest gambling security guards. Boing, 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 boing.
Oh.
Gun turret enabled, cyber gun enabled miniature goats that glow in the dark.
We're the resident artist when you need one.
Ye gods, I wish I had the cash to commission that. That would be awesome. Right. A way to glow. Oh. Oh God, who do I know who can draw? Okay.
There was an Alexia in chat. It may have been heard and understood.
Oh, that would be awesome. Okay. Where's Joe Mendesi when I need him? Right. Who's taking commissions? Hi. I've got a very specific brief for you.
Alas, I think Joe's commissions are closed at the moment.
Wouldn't be
I need an
surprised.
artist with a very specific skill set.
Yes! I don't know who you are. I really don't know what the hell you're talking about, but yeah. Just go with it. Okay. Oh, God. Sorry. Whew. Okay. So, yeah, you can pay up and head out. Are you going straight to the tailor's, or are you taking stuff home, or what?
I think we should head straight to the tailor's.
Yeah.
Might as well get it all sorted.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you are heading across... Up May. Excuse me. You can catch a bus that will take you where you need to go. Pardon me. Yeah, sorry.
It's alright.
Oh, great. I'm coughing in sync with the... Molesy? Or was that Tilly?
That was Tilly. Sorry.
I'm going to apologise. I'm just trying to identify which bark. Tilly sounds more like a cough. Right. So yeah, you can get a bus across across the area you need. You are skirting the outskirts of a rather free-for-all combat zone. But, to be honest, fair enough night. You see a couple of gang shootouts, but the driver just floors it past it. So, it's fine. He himself is armed, obviously, as is the requirement, and sits in his
Just another
bulletproof
day
cab.
in Night City.
Yep. And you end up at a row of stacked, quite nice looking retail outlets. Basically, if where the Rack and Ruin was had not been ripped out, bombed, burned, and reclaimed, that's what that may have looked like initially. It's a row of walkways with some shops on each level.
Think at some point, everyone, when we get rich enough, we should just like hire some contractors to fix our place up like this.
Well, bear in mind you don't own it. The bar downstairs does.
Yeah.
When we're rich enough.
Hostile takeover.
When it becomes our corp headquarters under the guidance of CEO Naboo.
Yes. Naboo becomes that which they fear. Okay.
Naboo sets up her own media corp to rival N54, but you've got to start somewhere.
Exactly. Yes. We're flying under the radar at the moment.
Okay.
To take people up by surprise.
Okay. So there is indeed I'm going to say, fairly stealth shop, to be honest. The outskirts of the shop. Good God, Rut. Sorry.
As opposed to inskirts. It's the new fashion.
Yeah, I have.
It's not upskirts.
Die a hero and live long enough to be the villain. The Naboo life story, brought to you by Trauma Team.
Delightful.
For a second there, Chrono, I thought you said now premiering on Deadpool.
I'm glad it wasn't just me, Shard.
Yeah, Deadpool can't get any gigs anymore, so he basically has to stand there and have movies projected on his back.
Yep.
Right. Just found out how they spend weekends. So, yeah, the outer skin of the shop is a black mat with a simple name of Nina in a very tasteful font in white neon. You can't see through the windows.
Are they also black, or are they like just
They are mirrored.
mirrored? Okay.
Yes, the windows are one-way mirror glass. This is fine.
I'm okay with this.
I can admire my handsome face.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I do.
Why are you admiring his handsome face? Is there something we
Why
should...
not?
No, okay.
I can't always admire my own face. I know that I'm the best looking one here.
To know how superior you are.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that was a helpless tone of voice. Uh-huh. Okay. Yep, you can head up to the door, and it is opened from within.
Nice.
By a tall gentleman who gives you all the once-over as you enter. He is wearing an immaculately cut black suit that very nearly conceals the bulges under each arm.
Oh.
But does nothing to conceal
Wow.
the thigh holster holding the silvered handgun.
Silvered.
Not where my mind went immediately, but okay. So
Any other bulges are concealed by the suit, it's fine.
Honestly, I'm getting the feeling with high fashion and corporates, even an entourage that have specific things such as, fashion and whatnot, carrying gun is expected because also bodyguard and protection.
Most people do go armed. If you are high enough up as an exec that you don't go armed, it's because you've got enough people who are. The woman you were talking to in the warehouse, she was not visibly armed.
Fair.
However, bear in mind, and this is a quick reminder, there were people attempting to rob that warehouse while you were in there having that encounter.
Yep.
You didn't see any of them.
Nope.
Because her people dealt with it.
Yep. I remember that. That was a very creepy scene.
Yep. No messing.
Let's see. What page was it again? I know I was there first. 356? Yeah. I'm here to get my friends here properly attired to move up in the world, and I'd like your assistance picking up good looks for them. I've got a generally good idea for skin color and hair color, but
really, he looks at you and just literally doesn't do the looks you up and down, literally looks you in detail down, pauses on your shoes, and then looks you back up, and is looking not into your eye line, but is looking slightly behind you. You are expected. Please. The madam will see you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Indicates a black curtain. There are maybe 3 outfits on display in this place.
Oh, wow.
On white shelves. With dummies designed to illustrate them to their best advantage. They're on humanoid torso androids. Not android, humanoid robotic torsos, which are doing this.
What, they're voguing?
Yeah. Basically posing. Displaying how the outfits look at different angles. But like I said, there's maybe 3. There's room for lots more.
Now I'm thinking of a clothing shop which is selling like rave gear, and all the electronic torsos are basically
Big
just
box,
throwing
little box,
shapes.
big box, little box. Yes.
This is the future of Fortnite dances now, is it?
Did we clarify that we actually get to keep the clothing that we get tailored to us?
Yes.
Yeah, we were given specifically 1,500 each for clothing.
Yeah.
Yes. So don't put yourself in a situation where that expensive new suit's going to get bullet hole.
Hell no. But the next time that we have a job and we just want to look cool doing it, we can dress to the nines.
Yeah, so like want to be in that. We want to be part of that action movie series from back in the early 10s. Johnny Candle.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Basically, you're looking to build up something like I've got in my 2077 character, which is, she runs around in one outfit, but if I need to go into a corporate area, I know it probably doesn't make much difference, but I want to be there in the corpo bulletproof skirt, blouse.
Oh, that shiny purple thing. Which is...
Yes. I need to play 2077 more. I haven't played it for a few weeks, and I need to. I'm getting withdrawal symptoms. I feel.
I need to do my second playthrough.
Yeah,
I need to start my first playthrough.
I'm with you, Molly.
I need to actually continue my first playthrough that only got through a couple of hours.
Yeah. There you go. There's a pact. We all need to stream. We all need to play 2077. We should all stream 2077 at some point.
Oh yeah, that works.
Oh. They don't have a joint or communal play option, do
No,
They
I
don't.
Oh.
One has been mooted, but they're looking at sorting out the next gen console upgrades and DLC. I don't know
Totally
whether or
fair.
not it's still being worked on because of all the grief they got last year.
That is entirely fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
I would love it
That would-
though. I would really love a MMO version of Night City. I could be well happy with that. I would just live there. That would be it. That would just be me. I'm abandoning life. That's fine. I'm just going to live in Night City now.
I mean,
MMO version of Night City with VR support.
oh wow.
Like GTA 5 isn't far off that in its current state. To be honest, they've already added like hover bikes, submarine cars.
I don't like
cannons.
GTA.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
just
it's
saying
wildly popular, but I just really don't get on
No.
with it.
that's fair. Yeah.
In terms of the online play, like they're getting very close to how a Night City MMO would end up.
I wish they had better server security. GT, because like a lot of the GTA online stuff that I've seen, it's like you can expect your instance to get hacked or like people joyride into it and mess around with you. And it's like,
No, you don't need that. No, you don't need that at all. That's just not on. Right. So actually, if you put a multiplayer Witcher up and a multiplayer Cyberpunk, I'll be a happy bunny. Have to say. Right. Yes. So you can indeed enter into the back room. Behind there is. It looks almost like, hotel kitchens, which are all stainless steel worktops and things like that. Think that look, only covered in fabric.
Oh, nice.
You have racks with rolls of fabric on.
Oh, so it looks like someone's made a shop in a game and deliberately gone, yes, this place deals in textiles, so look at the textiles.
Yes. There are an assortment of knives, scissors, shears, measuring sticks, measuring devices, laser measures.
When you said assortment of knives, I thought you were still referring to the bouncer at the door.
Not the bouncer. Is store security.
Bouncer.
He's rent-a-cop, obviously. And yes, I don't know when I decided he was Russian, but apparently he is Russian.
No, it's fine. It's good.
However, the person you are there to talk to, madam, and no, you are not here to talk to the madam as in that regard. That's
Thank
a different department. Yeah. Oh, I've had one in a brothel already. Come on.
Okay.
Sorry. Yes. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you didn't. You hadn't encountered Hamble, had you? Right.
Fine.
So, yes, there is a woman standing, looking like she has been polished. You know, those steamers you can buy these days that let you steam out creases on the outfits that you're wearing. She clearly ironed her stuff, then got dressed, then used one of those. Tech makeup, tech hair. You have seen her hairstyle on the cover of the most recent fashion scream sheet you've encountered. That sort of thing. She is absolutely to the nines.
Sure.
And you're also assuming she's got some kind of geostabilization because she has the high-heeled feet.
Nice.
In shiny black.
I would like to clarify something since we are in this place. Before we went shopping, Dandelion completely clean shaved, changed the chem skin coloration from a green to more of a paler. It's still mostly dark brown, but it's more towards the paler end without any fun colors to it.
Okay.
And the hair is no longer all over the place. It's been shortened and is of a natural color with some white highlights, stylishly white highlights.
Okay.
That way, when we came here to get fitted, he would look the part.
That's fair. Yeah, anyone who's got tech hair, bear in mind you can give instructions to your agent, and your agent will rearrange your tech hair for you. Describing how you want it. You can, in fact, reference images and tell your agent, and it will then talk to your tech hair and shift
I wouldn't
acts.
need to fit the hairdressers anymore.
Yeah.
But after that really stressful experience every couple of months.
Yeah,
I want
your hair.
now.
Your hair can indeed shorten or lengthen itself.
Yeah, I
if
want
you
to
want
make hair
to.
now.
Yeah, tech hair is amazing.
Like,
And you can,
imagine
if you wanted,
hairdressers. Oh, that's one. That is a future I could live with.
you could also get it installed as a beard. It doesn't come as a two-part. You have to buy it separately, but you can get it basically anywhere. So none of you have ever seen.
God.
Looked over
Molia, I can read your mind.
I love it. I didn't have to say anything.
Yeah, you didn't. You didn't. The images literally passed in front of your face. It was like a special effect.
It's like a subtitle running across the bottom of your camera.
So none of you have seen Dandelion clean shaven before, but he does have a very distinctly feminine face.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fair enough. Like every boy band member ever. Yep.
There's a reason why he tends to have a full beard.
Like every boy band leaver ever. They all go through that point where they have the inch-long beard and they're trying desperately to look like their mums that didn't make them wash. You know, the slightly manky hair, and you know, you're still not getting it, mate. You still look 12.
Yeah.
The Harry Styles thing. You'll be wearing a sarong now. Okay. I'm sorry.
Fine.
I hold up Take That, Boys Up, and Boys to Men as examples. I am not wrong. Okay. She has a very crisp voice. She has also a faint Italian accent.
Ooh.
If you recall, the woman you spoke to had a very pronounced Italian accent. In fact, didn't really speak English much, and was using a Skillsoft to talk to you. A skill chip, sorry, Skillsoft being Shadowrun. My apologies. Same principle.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I know, but I've got visions of someone getting all annoyed at me for crossing the streams. Can't say that. I'm going to put a YouTube comment about how angry I am that you referenced the wrong game.
Yeah.
I don't think you're on the right channel if you're doing that.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I've deleted some very angry YouTube comments.
Oh,
Oh.
Yes, I know. Apparently women shouldn't be running Cyberpunk.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's,
But that was
Well,
left on my
that-
personal channel. That was quite impressive.
Ooh.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
That's a lot of bollocks right there.
It is.
Future YouTube audience, don't be like that.
Don't,
Yes,
yeah, don't do that.
there's the bar. There's the example of what not to do right there.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It's not a high bar. Stay over it,
It's
please.
not.
The players and GM on this channel comment and say things a lot of times. Just remember, we are role players and do not necessarily believe anything that we say.
Yes, exactly. But no, that's just, oh dear God. Yeah, some people are just, oh dear, never mind. Pat them on the head.
Yes.
Or kick him in the balls.
No, pat them on the head and hope they evolve. So,
What are they?
Sorry.
Pokemon?
Percussive evolution. There we go.
we have percussive maintenance. And now it's percussive evolution. Bang them together until the genes change. Okay.
And we go back to our earlier, our earlier
The
conversation.
jellyfish goat in the tank.
We're back to the goat and the jellyfish in the tank, yes. Did you know that apparently there is a Nookie scene in 2077 that can take place in the tank?
I did not.
I do now.
Apparently, if you follow the Pan Am route, romance route, when you're in that tank that needs 2 people jacked in.
Yes, this is true. This is true. You do it. You can end up. Because I was watching a YouTuber commenting on Cyberpunk 2077, and he was saying how sad he was that he'd made his character look so awful for when he went third person, and as he put it, taking the Downtown Express. And he said, and he designed this character as he said, okay, so what would a Spokane area meth dealer look like in 50 years? And he felt bad for Pan Am that she'd chosen to fall in love with this individual who looked like this. But,
no. Apparently it is man, woman, and AI tank.
Yeah.
In the romance, so
fair
enough.
Okay, is that a military tank or like a fish tank?
Military.
Okay.
It was
I wasn't quite
it's like a Panzer, like a hover tank.
It's like a hover tank, yeah, and you basically
just for clarity, it wasn't. Just for clarity, it wasn't a military fish tank, correct?
Although those are important too.
We're back to the jellyfish.
Yes, we are well off track at this point.
Yes.
I think we need to get back to
Yes. Meanwhile, back at the plot. There is actually a plot, I promise. Yes. Dun, dun, dun.
Wavy transitions team.
Yeah.
It's impossible not to do the cha-cha-cha at the end of that.
I know.
It's a problem because I watched Captain Scarlet. Right.
Well, I was thinking more either the 60s Batman or the Transformers G1.
Yes, Man from Uncle, the smear. Okay, Whip-Pam. So, down, all of you. You're talking about Whip-Pans. So,
not saying anything.
I said nothing.
No, you thought it. So, yes, I understand from Antonio that I am to equip you, make you look human.
That's absolutely necessary, I suppose so. But...
Yes.
Excellent.
Electrum just nods and looks quite pleased, actually.
She has a very precise accent.
Yeah.
You feel she was probably educated in using a ruler and a laser level.
Oh God, what does deportment look like in this era?
As I said, she has the high-heeled feet. She has the high-heeled cyber
gyro
feet.
stabilizers.
Yep. Not just gyro stabilizers in the legs. She literally does have the stiletto feet.
Techno finishing school.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she walks towards you. I think that's out of 2020 actually. That cyberware. I'm not sure it's in 20. I don't think it's in red. I'll have to check. But basically the high-heeled feet are, honest to God, they look like you're wearing stilettos, and they do come with gyro stabilization, so that you can do the whole superhero flipping around in heels.
Very nice.
Or just walk without falling over.
I have no doubt that these stiletto heels are legitimate weapons as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean normal ones are. So let's face it.
A stiletto heel exerts the same amount of force as an elephant's foot.
Yes, this is why they're excellent for wearing in the snow. If you've got snow and ice outside,
it's like spikes on your feet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Because it puts all the pressure in. It cuts straight through layers of ice. Mm-hmm. So it's unintuitive, but it's actually a relatively safe way to get around. Is to wear your best heels.
Shortcut across the frozen lake.
Yes, do not take the shortcut across the frozen lake. Walk up to the edge of the frozen lake someone's chasing you across, and then stamp.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. I will need to measure you all. Have you considered what look each of you would like to go for?
I've got my my sights set on. I don't know how to pronounce the word. Couture.
Couture?
Couture.
Haute couture, yeah.
Yes.
Couture and designer, personally.
Really?
No
We
jewelry,
do have-
probably not a hat.
We do have a meager budget.
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
Mhm.
We'll see what I can do. If each of you in turn would adjourn to the fitting room.
Absolutely.
Stand still, raise your arms above your head, and remove your outer layers of clothing.
Do the hokey pokey
marks.
and turn around and
Yeah.
The most amusing. The most amusing thing about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's fine. Go on.
Oh, come
Most
on.
amusing thing.
All right. I was just going to say the most amusing thing is I am actually dressed very stylishly for the streets.
Yes.
Because what I'm wearing is in style.
Oh, absolutely, yes. What you're wearing is fine for the streets.
For the streets.
yeah, like Electrum is dressed as well as he can be given his straitened circumstances.
Yes. Yes, she
And
understands.
Naboo.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
Sorry, Naboo is dressed as Naboo-ish as possible. In protest.
Yes, we're going somewhere we need to dress smart. What are you turned up as? Bag lady. How authentic is it? I took it off, a bag lady.
Yes, we're going to a formal infiltration event, so you come dressed as Doctor Who.
Pretty much, yes. Something from all of them.
There's a line in one of the big finishes from River Song. She's trying to identify the Doctor, and she's describing him, and he says, "The dressed like a charity shop exploded."
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, that's what they literally did for 13. They showed her going into a charity shop and picking out her new outfit.
Yes. 11, of course, raided a locker room with one of them. Pardon me, and 8, if I recall correctly, nicked elements of people's fancy dress costumes.
Yes. Which, admittedly, given that he was in a hospital when he regenerated, is probably better pickings than like just going through scrubs.
Oh God, yeah.
True.
Yes, yeah.
Didn't 11 steal his stuff?
He did, again, that was a locker room job. Same as 3.
Yeah.
Which is where he got
Peter
the cloak.
Davison just consulted the costume room in the TARDIS.
Yes. After unravelling the scarf, making a point there.
Yeah.
That was so traumatic.
I
Oh my God.
I know. And doing
that is
some
one of-
stunning impersonations of earlier Doctors, I have to say. Rewatching Castrovalva, there were some moments of bloody hell.
Yes, but the destruction of the scarf is one of the things I hold against the entire Peter Davidson era. Several things.
I just love that there was a woman who knitted those scarves for Tom Baker.
Yes.
And it was just a fan. He has a little woman who knitted them for him. And that's why he ended up with new ones all the time.
But surely, like the gloriousness that is the Black Orchid makes up for anything else that Pete Davidson did.
The costuming, yes, but Adric's role in that one.
Look, I mean, we'll gloss over Adric's role because they have fully admitted, like Matthew Woodhouse said, they didn't know how to write for Adric, and it was the same problem with Wesley in Next Chatner.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Although Adric does work out much better in Big Finish.
I should go back. I should go and listen to some of those because I really would like to see Adric redeemed. Because the only thing he got good on the TV show with Earthsong, and that's
Earthshock. Oh God, Earthshock traumatized an entire generation.
Yeah.
Running the credits in silence over the badge. Oh dear,
that was awful. And Adric seemed so much happier during the Tom Baker episodes too. If you watch those carefully, and yes, I have watched them carefully on repeat. he actually smiles. He grins up at the doctor.
Yeah.
After the regeneration, everything is different.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they made him so much more like they made him more teenagerish without the joy of a teenager, especially when he was coming up against because he had to face off against he had to play for screen time against both Nissa and Tegan,
Yeah.
Exactly.
who had stronger personalities.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tegan especially. Good lord. Love Tegan. She scared the life out of me.
I know. I liked her.
Yes, scared the life out of me when she walked up behind me in when my old job, and
Oh my god.
because she's local.
Wow.
She is local. Yeah, she lives in Ramsgate. And heavily involved in sort of the historical end of the community and things, and walked up behind me and asked where the bleach was, and I turned around and I was just like, and I literally did the turn round at my eye line and then had to do that. She's about 6 inches shorter than me. And I was just, oh, hello. So, no, very strong personality, shall we say. Brooke's no nonsense. And Tegan very, very similar in many ways, I gather. But yes, came into the museum while Fish walked there. But yes, it was shot locally, so you know, obviously it's not something to be surprised about, but very peremptory. Yes, yeah, yes, they did not know how to cope with the crowded TARDIS there. Let's put one companion in a cupboard each story.
Oh yeah.
On occasion, literally.
Oh god, Peter Kraken.
Yes.
Nissa literally in a cupboard with a hypnotic device on at one point.
Oh, and the mystical one where Nissa was asleep all the time,
Yes,
and
the
then
Mara.
Tegan was. Thank you.
Yeah.
And they,
yes.
That was awful. Sorry.
The Mara creeped me the hell out anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, this is going to be digression central. I apologise. I'll drag you through what I have planned.
I apologise. That was my fault.
No. It's entirely me this time. It's just we're back to playing, and my brain is not working properly. However, yeah, I've got next week's run laid out quite nicely. This week I was anticipating shopping and being a bit.
Just getting us back into the swing of things.
Yeah, remind you what you guys are like. So, yes, you are being asked to strip down to your unmentionables.
Okay.
In the changing room.
This is worse than going through the scanners in the airport. You have to, at least there you can only take off your shoes and your belts and empty your pockets.
Knight, let's start with Cad.
Okay. Disrobing as ordered. Then whoever's sort of nearest, they're going to look at them and whatever it is you're going to put me in, make sure it's got pockets. I'm a medic. I need pockets to put things into.
Okay.
I'm guessing they won't let me take my bag of bits, so I need pockets.
Okay. That will be something you have to say to her on the way in, because as soon as you pull back the door, there is nobody in the changing room. There is a white niche on the wall, illuminated for your clothes. You get the distinct impression it may also be a sterilizer.
Any clothes that go in the niche, shouted very loud, I want them back. They're comfortable and they have pockets.
Okay, so yes, you can specify to Madame that you want pockets.
Beyond that, style is not a thing that Cad understands.
Okay.
So there'd be no point in Cad dictating any other facet of style beyond the pockets.
Pockets. Understood. Yes. You step into the chamber. Your clothes go into the niche, and then the niche imperial door speed. A hatch flips down. And you're standing in a matte black cubicle, not much bigger than you. And a soothing, feminine-ish voice, clearly CG, says, please raise your arms above your head.
Okay, that Cad will comply.
Palms out.
There's no palm trees here.
Palms out. For your convenience, please obey the instructions.
They're out, okay, they're out.
I will
See?
say this
Out.
only once.
I'm just waiting for the 10-second countdown.
And
It
then,
doesn't stop when you do what
yes.
they ask you to do.
and then from the walls, just a series of targets seeking elegantly styled shotguns. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm having a Stella Firma moment now. Just panels opening in the walls.
Yeah.
Obey the voice. So yes, you can stand there, and there is a high-pitched whistle, and all the hair on your body tries to stand up on end.
Yikes.
That's
As-
your radiation dose for the year.
What you hear is a and it goes up past your hearing.
Oh, cool! It's one of those.
And over the course of the next minute or so, you are asked to crouch, touch your toes,
This sounds
lean
problematic,
backwards, put your hands to your face. It's like the American drunk test. Stand on one leg, all that sort of stuff. Basically, they're posing you like you're a Barbie. Not a Cindy, because if it was a Cindy and it was in one of my games, the ankles would be broken in 3 seconds flat. Ballerina Cindy goes to point so far, but don't try and do her properly on point, because that doesn't work and you end up with broken ankles on your Cindies. I may possibly have done that to 2 of them.
Good to know.
Yeah, while I was death sliding them with my action man. Welcome to how Druck grew up.
At least you were using them vaguely for their purpose.
Yeah.
For me, it was like just a series of VHS tapes laid out on my floor to make walls.
Fair
And I
enough.
just like, have like completely unrelated objects inside them for no apparent reason.
Okay. So yes, after a minute or so, you have complied with all the instructions. And the hatch whooshes back up. Please withdraw your items.
Gladly. I shall withdraw my items and get dressed fairly quickly.
Okay.
Is
And
anything missing?
everything appears to be intact.
Appears.
Yes.
Oh, the DM's favourite
I'm
word.
giving that
but
some
to be
serious
missing.
side eye.
It's fine. No, as far as you can tell, everything is as you put it in. There have not been fashion pixies unfolding your clothes.
As a stop.
And fixing them.
Yeah, fixing.
Suddenly all the pockets have vanished.
All your pockets have been sewn up for fashion reasons.
All your pockets aren't belong to us.
Steal your pockets.
Okay, so yes, the rest of you then can proceed. Are
you
you
did-
obeying?
You did. She did say that we have to get completely undressed.
She said to remove your clothing. Now, I am assuming that Knight took Cad down to any underwear.
Yeah. I was assuming that they didn't want us completely butt naked. I was assuming down to the smalls.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can, if you wish, go down to
No.
naked.
Menu.
But
The full Captain Jack.
yes, you're only doing the partial Captain Jack now. So, question. Robinson, how is Hideo doing this?
I don't know. How does it work? Like,
It's entirely down to you whether or not you strip down. because of course Hideo is ambulatory wheelchair user or chair user. He can walk if need be, but you can opt to stay in the chair and they will monitor you from there. But your lower half will be less accurate because they're going to have to use some guesswork. So it's entirely up to you. It's purely RP.
I suppose that he'd go for it just a little more slowly and clumsily than everyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a chance to stand in a really cool machine. You can't really let it up, can you?
Okay. Which ones of you have audio?
Cyber audio.
Yeah.
I don't.
My camera
I do.
doing funny
No, I
things
don't. No, I
again.
don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
In what way do you mean cyber audio? I have some cyber audio.
I have
Are we gonna keep hearing
cyber
lots
audio
because they're
speed.
listening to something far above their human audio?
But I don't have any audio enhancement. I've got the cyber audio suite has agent, communicator, and scrambler.
Yeah, mine has recorder, agent, a scrambler, descrambler, and voice stress analyzer.
Okay. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that.
No,
No worries.
all right. Electrum's wishes are, whilst he does keep a reasonable eye on the fashion screen sheets, because it's this is what you cannot have. So he's got a few pictures that he basically sends or shows the man of basically corpo kid, because Electrum's only 5'6", so he actually he wants to. He's got basically teenager's build still, even though he's early 20s.
Yeah.
And so he wants to look decent, but he knows where the pitch actually is. He also indicates his interface plugs, which are on the back of his neck, and mentions that those need to be accessible, and points out that he will at some point, maybe actually no, would he point this out? He indicates that he may need to equip a cyber deck to his arm at some point, but it wouldn't be standard. And he's also going to need a a satchel, man bag, because if Electrum is acting as Naboo's, personal assistant, he will have the bag, and that's also where all my electronics are going to be. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Understood. Okay, so yep, you can indeed all get scanned. As I said, Hideo, it's entirely your choice whether you go in with or without the chair. If you're going in with, that's fine. If you're going without, obviously it's going to take you a little while. Those of you who go in who have the audio enhancements, you can pick up on ultrasonics. You are being scanned ultrasonically.
Is there a shower version of this?
Do we discover if any one of us is pregnant?
If any one of you is pregnant, the baby's basically got a headache now. Well, the fetus has a headache now. No, none of you are pregnant that I know of. Hey,
And do a perception roll just to.
No, it'd be a luck roll. So
No, don't.
Oh.
hey ho. No, that is something that at least is pretty much locked down. Let's face it, birth control is now fairly well understood. Right. Okay. So you can therefore all get thoroughly chastened and come out. It's the whole swimming pool changing room problem. Everyone comes out feeling really sort of. They've been mentally comparing themselves to everything else that they've ever seen in the world.
Mhm.
And there will always be that one person who looks fantastic in the swimming costume.
that would be me.
And
Right. Okay, so the madam is making notes on her agent and looks you all up and down. I can provide for your needs. However, there is a disparity in the amount being offered. Ideally. Do I understand that you are... I believe the colloquial term is edge runners.
Just nods.
Yeah, that would be correct.
Yes.
Huh. I wonder if perhaps we could engage in a little side business. She looks
Depends on what.
she looks like she's chewing a lemon at this point. She doesn't look happy about it.
Oh, is that mercenaries? Oh my.
Yes.
That depends on the nature of what you need, how soon, and if it interferes with what we're already working on.
Fashion immediately, and no.
Okay.
You see, I understand a consignment that was due to arrive at my establishment has been... She
Waylaid?
looks like she's, waylaid. I believe the colloquial term is clept. By one of the local social groups.
Define social group, please.
I'm guessing this is not the Buena Vista Social Club, but
I believe
Is
they
the colloquialism gang in this case?
I believe that the culprits dub themselves Tiger Claws.
uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay.
okay. I
Ah.
was hoping it was the Holy Rollers there for a moment.
Yeah, you already got inroads with them.
Yeah, no, that would be peaceful and easy, and no, not happening.
I was hoping to go. Never mind.
No, a consignment that was due to come to me has been waylaid, and I believe is to be collected this evening after dark. I have been informed as to its location by a friend.
Seems simple enough.
I would appreciate it if it could be retrieved and returned to me.
And this would even us up for our needs?
This would contribute to your needs. It's entirely possible that some of the items I require to fulfill your requirements may be present within this consignment.
This sounds like mission creep. That's colloquialism for saying it's open-ended and you're going to keep expanding it.
Nothing I make is open-ended. And if you keep expanding it, you will need new clothes.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Hey, everyone, I like this lady, but, we got nothing to do while she's getting our stuff made to begin with. something to do. Easy
I don't
enough.
believe I heard her say she'd start making her stuff while we were doing her gig.
That's true. Will you get started on work while we go and take care of this?
I can indeed initiate production, yes.
Excellent.
Electrum just hints to everyone's agents. If it gets us the gear, if it gets us the better gear we need, I'm in for this.
About how much later in the evening do your sources say they're supposed to pick up the shipment? What time?
They were highly theatrical. The phrase "after dark" was used.
But not at the stroke of midnight. Unfortunately.
I have no idea if it's going to be midnight stroked or not.
Wow, okay.
Okay, so what time is it right now?
It is currently mid-afternoon.
Okay, so theoretically we could
Show up there and just ambush?
Yeah, or swipe it before they get there and just, scarf her.
Retrieve. It is my property. It has been paid for.
How big of a shipment are we talking here? I mean, do we need a lorry to be driving it away?
It was extracted using a transport vehicle. However, it is merely a small case. I would not think more than 2 meters high, ideally. Unfortunately, I've not seen it because it was stolen.
A rough idea of how many things and what things are in it, because that will give us an idea of volume, and whether we need a van,
it is a collection,
or whether we can walk away with it.
It is a collection of clothing components, some fabric, and also a selection of accessories. It's densely packed and has been vacuum sealed, so it may be heavier than it is large, if that's any help.
Okay.
Hideo, how much weight can your chair support?
That is a very good question. Does it actually have the listing?
Next question: can the chair be remotely operated without the pilot in the seat?
I'm guessing the. Can it?
Yeah. if he's got the neural link, then he can do a remote link to it. But he would still have to be really close.
And Hideo doesn't weigh much himself. So.
Also, I'm guessing that the chair isn't actually fitted with cameras, so.
It depends whether Hideo's actually done it yet.
And I have a camera that I can, a video camera that I can donate to or lend to the cause.
Unfortunately, you can't use the chair as a spider bot.
Yeah.
Done.
Only because it hasn't got the spider legs, it can't climb walls.
It has got the spider legs, but it can't climb walls. No, it hasn't got the grip pads.
I was just thinking of using it as a
sled, basically.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Same.
You could probably set it up to tow, whatever it is. Yeah. Depending on if you're when you retrieve this item, it's being held in. And she will give you a address for a storage unit in this zone. Locker 31B.
Okay. Can we check? Can we get schematics of the storage facility first to confirm that the locker is like closet sized and not like vast room sized?
Electrum gets on that and see if you can find location specs and all of that.
What you can actually find is the promotional site on the data pool for the storage locker. It is a lockup. It claims to have cameras. Insurance is down to the users. but and you have to bring your own lock.
That's standard.
It does claim to have multiple size lockers, which start from about, the actual sort of clothing lockers you get in locker rooms. So the stuff designed to hang up like your lab coat or your overalls or whatever starts there. It goes up to about 1 meter across by 2 meters high, by 2.5 meters high by about 2 meters deep.
Okay.
And the next one up is car sized. It does go up to full container, which is E.
Okay.
So not entirely unlike your average contemporary storage.
Yeah. It's basically, it's in an area of Night City that didn't blow up. So it's entirely possible it is just an old extant storage facility, yeah.
So the tank doesn't have any stats for weight or anything like that. It's just like it moves and has slots.
Yep.
Did the bodega have a selection of bolt cutters?
Damn. I was hoping you guys would get there and not bring bolt croppers.
I have a tool hand.
No, the only reason I thought of it was because you specifically created a storage unit space, and then I was like, something else that could be useful later, and also now.
Yeah, you can pick up a pair of bolt croppers from
Well, then we're going to
the
need a
bodega.
crowbar too. Everyone needs a crowbar.
I'm amazed you don't have one yet. Yep, you can pick up indeed. Indeed, you can pick up a moulding bar. Okay. So
I can live out my Half-Life dreams.
I thought we might use the two Spanish trick, given that we've got a couple of techies in the in the group.
Yeah. That's always a good one.
Okay. So yes, you have the address. It's local. So we will take a break now.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to soon and back in 5 minutes.
Sure, certainly.
Everyone okay with that? Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Back in 5.
Cool. Okay.
Oh boy.
Timing. And thank you, Chrono.
Yes, thank you. I was just trying to find my mouse so I could do that.
No worries.
Oh dear, I thought it had been a while since we had one of them.
Yeah.
We got hit by several over the course of the last day or so on RKGG. So
Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
It's retro.
Yeah. Well, scams cycle round.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had all the phrases banned, but I think that's mostly on my...
I think this
My
is a
channel.
new one.
Yeah, when I become famous, right, okay, that'll be banned phrases then. Okay. Yeah, ba-da-ba-dee-ba-dum. Brain fry. Soon comes down. Okay. So.
Ah!
You okay?
Yeah, I knocked my tea over.
Oh no! Okay.
Hot tea, hot tea.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh, okay, Chrono, don't panic, you're off camera.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, while emergency mopping occurs.
Yes.
It's like, I'm good like that.
It took a second to register as well. It's like,
Yeah,
no.
it's not quite BBC newsreader level of aplomb. Which
Yeah.
have you seen that? Our friends across the pond probably haven't. But that tends to pick up on one of those outtakes programs that tends to turn up, which is a BBC newsreader literally dropped their coffee all over the desk during the countdown music to them being on camera. And they somehow managed to mop and clean and be there with their script.
Oh my god.
By the end of the sort of 30-second apocalyptic rave music from hell, as Bill Bailey classed it. The BBC News 24 music. Oh dear.
That is definitely very impressive.
Yeah, it was. It was a drop. Ah! Mop, 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 clean, clean, clean.
Right.
Okay, you're back.
I'm back. Yes,
Okay.
everything is at least less damp, and a quick trouser change.
Understandable. At least you're not going to get scorched.
Well, that's the thing. It's like because actually now, especially with the studio spares thing over my mic, I can't see like directly in front of my keyboard, which is where I'd put my drink. Foolishly.
Yeah, travel mugs, by the way, are the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a reason I tend to drink from bottles if it's cold and travel mugs if it's hot. But, yeah.
Did I miss a discussion on travel mugs and bottles?
Just as a safety measure for Chrono, who can't see where his drink lives, and it just ended up all over him.
Yeah.
Oops. Yep. I'm not sure these are the right players for a Cyberpunk game. One of them seems a little wet. Oh. And then Tilly decided that since you were eating, it's like when Bagpuss goes to sleep, all his friends go to sleep too. When the dog owner eats, the dogs decide to eat.
Exactly.
Yes.
Apologies, I've put it away, and she will calm down soon.
It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. We are perfectly compass mentis with the Tilly.
Well, I keep telling her that we are not at home to Mr. Sparkle at this point, but she still insists.
Yep.
We got lucky in terms of the barking part with River, because she doesn't really do a lot of barking and growling.
Yeah.
You still got her. You look like you're keeping her.
Well, unless someone contacts us by the end of December, yeah.
Oh.
That's good. Oh. Yeah, Tilly has Dachshund and Poodle in her ancestry, as well as not that way.
Sorry. No. Sorry. My apologies.
Yeah.
And we're back to the jellyfish.
Sorry. Her ancestry basically programs her to bark constantly, so I apologize.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, that's understandable. I still maintain that customizable barking for pets in Cyberpunk has got to be the way to go. A, with a volume control, and B, so that you can magnify and cherry bomb your dog's barking to make it sound like a big dog.
Yes, and perhaps play FM radio.
Yes.
I'm still stuck on the cherry bomb the dog's barking.
I was just trying to think of another way to talk about magnifying a very small animal into sounding like something, well, probably still quite small, but with an amplifier on it.
As many Fiesta owners do.
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh dear, I heard somebody doing it with a Golf. That was embarrassing. Golf GTI 1980s model, cherry bombed.
Oh,
We had a few of those growing up. My dad loved VW Golfs. So.
Golf GTIs were nice, but yeah, it's like the XR3i.
Yeah, I remember I think one of our first ones was this bright metallic green thing.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Fair enough.
I'm disappointed that no one has actually drawn a picture of a dog jellyfish.
Give it time.
A doggy fish. Yes. It's either a jelly dog or a doggy fish. Actually, doggy fish sounds like it's... we're back into weird obscenities again.
Yeah, but dogfish already exists.
Yeah,
so...
that's hence doggy fish. As opposed to dogging fish, which is an entirely different thing. And oh my god, there's a guy called Fish in the chat.
Yeah.
No, not what I meant. Not what I meant at all.
I mean, better that way round than the other way round. In our regularly scheduled plot.
Oh god, sorry.
I regret ever Googling this.
What did you find? What did you find?
Well, there's, one image is a goldfish on a leash. That one was pretty.
Okay. That one, that's actually much cleaner than I was expecting.
There's also one which I think is a Great Dane, but with like a shark's fin and a shark's head, which is a bit weird.
Okay, some people should not be let near Photoshop. Okay.
And then, this one's kind of cute. It's an orca, but they've replaced the top half of its head with the top half of a dog's face, but it kind of blends pretty well.
That sounds terrifying.
That's
actually
horrific. Pass that one into Discord. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds horrific. I want to see it.
I wish to see it. Yes. What can I say? Okay. So yes, you can indeed take the bus to the storage yard, which is indeed locked, and has
Are we lock picking it or are we just cutting it?
electronically locked, and anybody who has the ability to scan for a network.
Yes, please.
There is indeed.
Standard, Electrum standard procedure is that approaching facility will check for an access point. Yeah. We'll also check any local cameras, see if those are open or not, and basically get a surveillance look around the facility. Yeah.
Okay, so the cameras are tied into the security.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to access them, which you're probably going to want to if you're robbing the place, you and indeed open the door, you are going to want to hack it. So netrun time.
Oh,
Yay!
goody. Yeah. So whereabouts is the access port?
The access point, because you have to be like 6 meters from it, it actually is accessible to you from this side of the wall.
Right.
It's slightly to the left of the gate, and basically it looks like all of their security functions are tied up in this one fairly simple network. So,
sure. Okay, is there a spot for me? Right. 6 meters away. Is that enough to be over the street from it?
No.
Or, no. Okay.
You can be down the wall from it.
Yeah, basically,
against.
if I can be, like, is there like an alleyway to the side that I can be in?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, cool. I indicate to the others via our agent. Access point, security all tied to it. Can someone cover me while I hack?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stand. I'll
Cool.
stand next to you and lean up against the wall, chill, hand in my pocket on the, on my gun.
Cool. Yeah. So
okay.
That's not innuendo.
Yeah, goes up round the side and basically, like, sits down, and tries to make himself a smaller target than he normally is. Even.
Okay. So, Chrono, I would like you to tell me what programs you have in your cyber deck.
So, what programs I have in my cyber deck are... Let me check.
Because I need to make notes of things. So,
yes, you do. Right. So, I have installed Sia.
Alright, hang on. Sia.
Yep.
Okay. That's 2.
I have Worm.
Which is 4.
I have Flack.
Are you just going for alternate pages here? It's 2, 4, and 6. So far you've got
Well, I basically picked one from like each category that I could afford.
Yeah.
So yeah, Thea, Worm, Flack, and Banhammer.
Ooh.
So yeah, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay.
That's better than I was on top of chat earlier.
Appropriate.
Yes. Right. Let me just shift things across. So what I have is the net running deck, which I will...
Oh, I've lost the page now as well. I mean, I have my summary notes, but
yeah.
Here we go. 195. Okay. Start with section.
Yes, and that's something I probably should have asked you sooner, but hey, sorry. So that's locked, and let's share that with everybody.
Ooh.
See ya.
It's 2, 4 is that one. Is Verm. You have Vermis Mysterious. Actually, that would be a much, much higher level.
Ooh, actual pick. I need to pick up the Netrunner deck actually.
Yeah, it's
net running
cool.
deck.
It really is cool.
Ooh.
Ooh, worm looks delicious.
Yes. 6 is Flack. Oh, let's actually share it with you. And yes, I am sharing with everybody because I thought they might like to see it.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, I'm not watching the stream, so
Yeah. And 8 is Banhammer.
Banhammer.
I suppose a Yanhammer. Yeah, I'm in a funny mood soon.
Banhammer's the only one that has an attack for your
Yep.
deck.
Yep.
It is the only thing I have got to attack.
And you
with.
have no defense.
Flak is a defender.
Flak is a defender, yeah.
But like, yeah, basically, if I can't deal with black ice at this point, I could not afford the programs.
We'll get you
Yeah.
there. We'll get you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you can slide. It's
Yes,
fine.
exactly. Oh no, Electrum is very definitely going to slide if he needs to.
Okay. So,
Right.
we go into our first net run because, of course, when utterly wasted, that's the best time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right. So, yeah, I have switched over to my virtuality goggles, hunkered down near the access point, and pull out my computer and set everything up to jack in.
okay. For the benefit of the audience, basically a network like the one that Electrum is about to try and net run his way through is set up like a lot like an elevator going down one floor at a time. Each floor represents a level of security and may have password locks, it may have ice, and it may contain files or demons. Demons are basically semi-aware programs that can run functions such as you could have a demon driving your cameras, you could have a demon running your automated guns, that sort of thing. And it can also contain control nodes, which if you're running a demon, that's where they'll be. But that gives you access to devices which are hooked to that network. It's a little bit more complicated, but that's the basic gen. He has to work his way down a virtual elevator shaft, and it's fine. It's all fine.
Yeah. I should probably make some notes while I'm doing this. So, given this is the first time I'm actually pulling out my cyber deck for the audience,
Yeah.
You had to. You had to.
Has got into, I don't know, we go a few weeks without playing properly and suddenly everybody's mind is straight into the gutter.
What I'm picturing this is basically it's this kind of like small it's a poor quality cyber deck because Electrum is obviously working up to get the integrated one in a cyber arm when he can afford it. So he basically pulls out this slightly battered cube and clips it to his arm, pulls the interface plugs down from his neck, slots it in. There's a little bit of beeping, and then if anyone is familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's basically a dual disc that flips out with two arms.
Nice. I like it.
And has got basically buttons for to activate the various programs, and then but most of it is obviously in that central cube disk with a readout, and then access to everything via the neural link.
Okay.
Yes, believe in the heart of the code.
Yes.
Also, because I finished up Inscription last week, week before last. Wow. Yeah, week before last now, actually. There was also very much a reminder of that.
Okay. This is not how I wanted to have it set up on screen, but it's close enough as is. So I've got to put all of these into an actual deck so that I can do this a little bit more smoothly. But
I'm guessing you don't need me to be, or don't need stroke want me to be looking at stream.
You're fine because the stream is currently seeing exactly what you're seeing right now. I have not shared any further information.
Okay, cool.
So
I've got too much information up actually to be looking at the stream to be quite because I have
figured.
the rule book open, my character sheet,
Yeah.
and my notes.
Okay, so let me just flick back. I've got so many files open, it's not even funny. Okay, so you can either use your Pathfinder ability, which will show you what is in the network on each level of the network, but not its difficulty. Or you can simply explore it layer by layer. You are looking at 3 floors. This is not complicated.
Okay, right.
This is your Poundland padlock level of security.
Sure. However, I am going to remain as cautious as ever. So my first action, I mean, it doesn't matter. We're not in initiative, so it doesn't matter. The fact that I can use how many actions I can take. So action 1.
Oh, you may think that, but I'm going to be keeping track of what actions you're taking.
No, that's fine. At the moment, yeah. So action 1 will be a Pathfinder check, and I will res Sia to give me a +2 to this.
Okie dokie.
And I need dice.
Yeah, you actually need. Yeah, you all actually need dice for the. Oh, not you all actually need dice. You need dice for the first time this session.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we were going to get away with a completely diceless session.
So, where is that? Let's put this there. This is entirely stable.
Actually, I rolled the d10 earlier, so yeah.
So resolution for everything except Zap is D10 plus my intelligence versus its DV.
Okay.
So double check. Sorry, no. D10 plus. It's not int in this system is not intelligence. Int in this system is interface.
Interface, yes. Sorry, yeah, my apologies.
So no, D10 plus 4 plus 2. So that's 11, 13.
Okay. Right. You can see into the architecture a number of floors equal to your check or up to the first obstruction, usually a password with a DV higher than your Pathfinder check, whichever happens first. Okay, so that's going to show you. Yep. Sorry, let me get rid of that window. I've got way too many windows. Windows on my windows, if that makes sense. Let's put that there. So, you have a password.
So is that level 1 password?
No.
Okay.
That is not higher, however, than your difficulty, than your Pathfinder check, so you can see it. And you can see up to there. There is another level beyond.
Okay, so what should I be looking at?
You are looking at a password and a wisp black ice on the next level down.
Sorry, password on this level and a wisp black ice on the level below.
On the level below, and there is a level past the wisp.
Okay. Password, wisp, and unknown. Okay. Right. Do I know what... I mean, I would know what wisp is.
Yes.
So let me just have a quick look at what wisp is.
You do this for a living. You know what a wisp is.
Just trying to find where that is in this.
It's a cute little floaty light that follows you around.
And anti-personnel black ice. It's deals 1d6 direct to
your brain.
Yeah, and lowers the amount of total net actions the netrunner can accomplish on their next turn by 1. Now, you're not in combat, so that's less of a problem.
Yeah, okay. So, what I'm going to do is... Oh boy. Well, flak isn't going to do me much good here. So
Yeah, because it's black ice, not ice.
yeah, yeah, because I could not afford a black ice defender.
No.
So
Basically, that's the only bit of decent security in this thing.
yeah, so
Is they've got black ice.
so yeah, Electrum is a little bit suspect that they've actually sprung for proper black ice on this, but without anything else. So what I'm going to do first actually is I am going to.
A back door would get you through the password.
Yeah, I know the back door.
Yeah, sorry.
But what I want to do is I want to cloak first.
Okay.
Yeah, before I do anything else, it's actually black ice here. So this
You can narrate this, by the way. Meat space actions. You're not slumped against the wall, semi-conscious. You can narrate what you're finding if you wish.
No,
Keep the team
actually,
updated.
Electrum won't yet.
Okay.
Because air of competence.
Also,
Yeah.
what could we possibly do to assist?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know, but if you warn the medtech that there is black ice and your brain is likely to start smoking, I'm just thinking that might be the person worth telling.
We'll notice when we see the smoking and the blood coming out of the ears and the nose.
Basically, it's like Electrum is cocky enough that he will take initial actions and then evaluate.
Okay, that's fair.
So I'm going to cloak, and this allows me to hide traces of my presence in the architecture. So it's to set a DV, which is I've got nothing which boosts this, so this is straight D10 plus 4.
Does worm not boost your cloaking?
No, that's a boost to backdoor.
Oh, backdoor. Sorry, no, that's right. I was getting ahead of myself there. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's not great. So my cloak is only 8.
Okay. Right.
So then I'm going to backdoor that password, rezzing worm. And this is 14 to bypass the password, which presumably, given that I had got past it on my Pathfinder check, that's enough.
Okay, yeah, I will, because again, for the benefit of the audience, backdoor allows a netrunner to attempt to break through passwords in a net architecture using a net action, which this is, as opposed to meet action, which is him physically doing something. Unlike 2020, where you could jack in from anywhere and be, in your bath doing a hack 20 miles away. In Red, you can't, hence having to access the access point pretty much directly. And also being able to stay mobile, so that theoretically he could, for example, break into an access point and be doing a hack, say taking out cameras and guns as they progress through a facility.
Yep. Fucking Rach Barkmoss.
Yeah. Rach bloody Barkmoss. Yeah. Yes. Let's let the rabbits loose and nuke the internet. But it does mean that netrunners in this are rather more involved with the team, because they could literally stay anywhere and just not be facing the same kind of problems as the team physically there. Moliere, you're pointing up.
Might I just say, Molly had put up "Be Right Back," but that is an excellent turning the camera off freeze.
That is a brilliant one. I'm so tempted I'm tempted to screen grab that.
Screenshot it.
Screenshot it and use it as Moliere's AFK.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's beautiful.
Hang on one mo. Let me just go to green shot.
And this is when they come back.
Yeah, this is where. Yes. No, I was just thinking of passing that on to Moliere for an AFK screen on their stream. I thought that might be
It's a
useful.
good idea.
Save
It is
as.
an awesome freeze frame.
It is. It's a brilliant pose. I always look really derpy when I freeze frame. I always look like, got mouth hanging open and looking like I've just discovered I don't know, something unpleasant in my salad. Okay.
Sorry.
No, Molly, I have downloaded you an awesome screenshot of your freeze frame to be passed on to you for AFK purposes on your channel, because it was a brilliant pose.
Oh, thank you. I look forward to that. And you slightly alarmed me when you said I have downloaded you. And
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you have backdoored your way through that, and the elevator takes you down an extra level.
Yep.
And you are face to face with the sparking eyeball of a wisp.
Electrum, having girded himself for this, starts by, as soon as he descends the elevator, reaches out with his hand and activates Zap, because he wants to test how good this thing is.
Okay.
So that is the Netrunner's standard attack action.
Yep.
To attack a program, I have to beat its program DV plus D10 with my D14. I am activating Banhammer. So just check. Does Banhammer give me a booster?
No, it does 2d6.
It will do 2d6 instead of 1d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like using a gun instead of punching it.
Yeah. So this actually allows me. Oh, a number you add to your attack made with program. Yeah. So it's got an attack value of 1.
Oh,
cool.
Sorry, my apologies. Yeah.
No problem. We are both dealing with this for the first time.
Yeah.
So my attack is 12.
Okay. Right. Let me just take a. Ow. Ow! 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 Ow!
Kill it dead. Kill it dead.
It's got a red.
That was the sound of you killing it dead.
This is going to take a while.
Yeah. So it's program defense, or Black Eye's defense in this case, plus a D10 is its defense. It's exactly like standard combat in real world. So its defense is 2. So it's on D10 plus 2. So it's going to get hit.
Yeah.
A total of 6. So yes, you have
hit
it.
So that's 2d6.
Yep.
I deal 6 damage to its res.
Okay. So it's down to 9.
And basically, in this virtual space, Electrum drops to superhero crouch.
Yes, you do the 3-point landing.
And glares at this wispy thing.
Okay. I like Skunk. I think Skunk's hysterical. It follows you around just a little bit too close and hampers all your actions. It just annoys you into submission.
Yeah.
Right. So, a program is de-resed when it is lowered to 0 res hit points, but that doesn't remove it from your deck. So it is not. You don't have a defender against Black Ice.
No, I don't.
Oh well, never mind, eh?
Yeah.
That's fine. Attack.
I'll get the paddle zappers ready.
The risk we're willing to take.
So it does have a 4 attack.
Yeah.
You'd like to point out that 0 res is palindrome. Well done. Actually, yes, it is, isn't it?
Oh.
Smeg.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Right.
Well spotted.
Yes, I hadn't spotted that. Well done. That's now a t-shirt waiting to happen.
So my defense is literally just D10 plus my interface, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Why not a true one, Fish? Oh, you
'Cause
want
there's
it as
space.
separate words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 separate words, but
It mirrors on the O rather than
It's
being
like-
2 words.
it's like a what is it? When you're rhyming, but it's not a true rhyme.
Yeah,
Like that.
half rhyme.
Mhm.
Half rhyme, yeah.
Yeah.
So my my defense value is 12.
Okay. So it's on the D10 plus 4, and it is attacking you. It's attempting to zap your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were joking. I wish I was faking that, but that's an 11.
Ooh.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, this is like I don't like. Depending on how long this goes on, I don't hold my home because I'm only rolling D10 plus 4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my luck is bound to fail at some point.
Yes. You're going to take a bruise to the brain.
Cool. So yes, having successfully defended against its first one, Electrum presses the attack with the banhammer.
Yep.
Swings out again. Oops,
Okay.
wrong. And that is that is only a 9.
So, I've only got to roll a 7 in order to beat that. Or for you to fail to beat it.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
You
Cool.
doink off.
Yep. And try and roll back from the recoil of that.
Bam! Shit!
My
Okay.
defense again is 12.
Okay. I rolled a 6. No. It's a total of 10.
Okay, lashes out with the hammer once again.
Okay, you are rolling against... Oh dear. You are rolling against a 12.
Okay.
And hang on, I think it does explode.
Oh,
Rolling against a 14 in total.
okay, right. Well, I've got to hit a 10 base. No, I've got to hit a 9.
Okay.
That is not a 9.
Okay, you bounce off again.
Bounce off again.
It's angling around you.
Yeah.
You keep
I'm
hitting
trying
the
to
wisps instead of the central eyeball.
in his eye, because obviously Electrum is a lot in inverted commas cooler in his mind's eye stroke virtual realm. He's basically doing like Dark Souls tactical rolls.
Yeah.
To like evade this thing.
Okay.
And that is a 7.
7 defense.
7 defense.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Oh
sound
no.
Yeah, you're taking a
You
D6
take a very
damage there.
serious brain damage.
Okay. Hit incoming brain damage.
Oh
Which is basically just straight hit point loss,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it
Without any ablation or anything like that. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Well, your brain is certainly ablating right now.
Well, yes.
Okay. You
Two
take a
brain
zap.
cells anyway.
You take a zap across the frontal lobes that does 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
that's not bad.
Are there any
Could've
outward
been much
signs
worse.
of this?
He's gonna probably stiffen. No. But
Wow,
anyone.
you pulled it out earlier and now it's...
Oh.
I kept my laughter back. I kept my laughter back.
no. I only face palm.
Yeah. If anyone has ever had a shock off an electric fence, that sort of level of.
Yeah. You basically like anybody looking closely will basically just see me flinch.
I didn't, but the guy holding my hand did.
2 points.
Because I think
is
it.
I once touched an electric sheep fence. That was not my best move ever.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wanted to know what it felt like. I was 10. This was not my smartest move. I discovered it makes your hand bounce off.
Okay.
Could use the
Smarting
back
from
of the
that
hand, if nothing else.
electric shock. Electrum rolls close to the wisp and starts swinging the hammer like an overzealous croquet mallet.
Excellent.
And
Okay.
that is a
Defense.
12.
Oh, well, that will do it. Yep. 2d6.
Cool. 2d6. Let's roll better.
It's got 9.
Oh no.
Snake eyes, 2 damage.
Oh,
no.
come on. Okay. Emboldened by this wild swing, it's coming back at you.
Gives
but
it a tap. Yes,
It is
swung
down
like
to
an
7.
overactive croquet mallet. Just gave it a neat, a gentle croquet tap.
Yes, yes.
Okay, my defense then is 10.
The naughty
Yeah,
person.
that's going to hit. Okay, it's coming at you.
Oh no.
For a point.
A point. Okay,
Okay.
right.
What a waste of a cracking roll.
Next round, again, emboldened by a hit, he gets a 7.
Okay, that is a total of 6 on my defence.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's only a d10 plus 2, and I rolled pants. I'm changing dice.
And that is 7 points of damage.
Which is what you needed.
Yay!
Oh, me.
Because
Oh,
you
yes,
had taken
yeah.
it to 9 initially, you then did 2, and now you've done this. So,
Ha.
the wisp evaporates. De-reses until needed again.
Excellent. Electrum stands taller, dusts himself down in virtually dusts himself down, and then takes I'm going to do a Pathfinder check to see what's below me. Yeah.
Okay, roll it.
Oh dear, that's only a 6.
Okay.
Sorry, no, 8, because I've still got Thea up. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So you can see that.
Sorry, what can I see?
Sorry, I have just shared. It's a control node.
It is a control node.
I have
Ooh.
shared the image.
Okay.
Okay.
I am. Oop. Hang on. Where is?
Look at all those gears.
Can you see the image?
It's very
Right. Okay. Sorry. Like all the other images were on top of it. That's why.
Right. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. No, wait. I can't minimize that. Okay, never mind. Right. So a control node.
Yeah.
What do I do with a control node? He said, checking. Right. So I need the control action to take over a control node. Operating item is a. Can I tell what the items are that are in this control node?
Yes. It is, in your opinion, a bit of a kludge together.
Yeah.
It is the gate lock and cameras. They are tied together.
Gate lock.
I mean, they're tied together because basically the cameras are supposed to activate when you open the gate.
Sure.
But nobody really thought this was a smart idea.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start by trying to take control of the cameras.
Okay.
So control check is D10 plus 4. Control check is a 12.
Yep, that'll do it.
Cool.
You now have the cameras.
I now have the cameras. I take a quick look through them.
You cannot see any human guards.
Cool. Does this give me access to the camera storage, the recorded storage, or stored recordings?
No, it does not.
Okay. Can I access those through this node or through this architecture?
Make me an interface check.
Okay. That's a 12 again.
No.
No. Okay. Can I tell if this does actually record or if it is simply a does it actually restore the recording? Does it actually record the footage from the cameras?
You get the impression, yes. This looks like it should.
Okay.
Certainly the signal's going somewhere.
Okay. Can I tell where that signal is going?
The signal is going somewhere inside the storage unit. If there's a security office or something, there could well be just a simple remote data recorder that is literally just chewing the feed rather than having something networked.
Okay. In which case, what I am going to do then is shut down the camera, which I presume I can do now that I
Yeah,
control the node.
you do, yeah.
Cool. Then I am going to try and control the gate lock,
Okay. Roll it.
and that's a 10.
Yep, that's what you needed.
Cool. I shut down the gate lock.
Okay.
I take a meet space action
Okay.
to notify the others that cameras are off, gate is unlocked.
Okay.
We can go in a moment. Am I on the lowest level of the architecture?
You are, yes.
Cool. I am going to leave a virus.
Because of course.
Because of course you are.
So the virus I'm going to leave is basically a scramble stroke send a virus back along the connection to wipe recordings.
Okay.
Sensible.
Right.
I don't know quite what I need to do, if I need to
Yeah.
roll anything in order to do that.
Okay, hang on a minute.
I've lost.
I've just managed to close the rule book, that's all.
Yeah, I lost my page as well. 195 is net running.
I got over enthusiastic. 195, thank you very much
Uh, So you can leave your own virus in the architecture to perform up to 2 actions or changes within reason. Describe to the GM what you want the virus to do, and they will assign a DV.
Yeah.
A more powerful virus will require higher DV to leave in the GM.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
using the and for the explanation for the audience, because this is the first time we've done the net run. Once you reach the lowest level, you can leave your own virus. Using this ability is the only way a netrunner can make a change to a net architecture that persists after they jack out. Basically, anything else you do will reset when you jack out.
Yeah. Slight change. I want to do 2 things.
Right, you can do up to 2.
Yep. One is to pull the recordings from the remote storage.
Right.
And download them to my agent, basically. Basically, I want the... When did she say that... actually, did she tell us when the thing was hijacked?
She didn't. However, it was being picked up after dark, so it's reasonable to assume it was in the last 24 hours.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'll basically take the last 40... I want to pull the last 48 hours of recordings.
Okay.
And then I want to... And the second thing is to put the virus into wipe... to basically scramble and wipe this thing.
Pull it and wipe it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're looking at... That's going to take... Let's give that a 12. Yeah, let's give that a DV of 12, and you will need a 13, therefore, to succeed.
Sure. Okie dokie. So I failed on my first attempt.
Okay. Yep. It's taking.
How many?
It's taking. It's taking about 10 net actions.
10 net actions. So that's 4 turns.
4 turns. Yeah.
Which is roughly half a minute.
Yeah.
No. How long is the turn in?
A very movable feast, but roughly 3 or 4 seconds.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So right, I'll try again. Like we're not on a time limit right now.
You're not at the moment, but as I said, I am keeping track.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I take another set.
Okay.
Failed that one.
Okay.
Take another set. And that one passes.
Okay.
Because I have to hit 9. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. So you leave the nasty little parcel. Your agent starts slurping.
Yeah. And as soon as that's done, I will then... I cloaked myself.
Okay, yep.
I cloaked myself earlier. So I will jack out.
Okay, yeah. Zip back up the escalator, the elevator, and out the front door.
So, standing up again, very little has changed in Electron's demeanor, but he does look slightly more pleased since he's been able to do a net run for the first time in ages.
Pleased, but also slightly bloodshot in one eye.
Yeah. And he says to everyone, gates open, cameras are shut down, we should be able to get in without any trouble.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Right. You can indeed. I will do this narratively because you bought the right gear to do it, and I know I've got to shoot off. So, you can indeed basically just walk in now, and they are numbered sequentially. Level B is indeed where the mid-sized storage units are. You are looking at a trailer. You're looking at a mini trailer, basically. It's an enclosed job. Obviously supposed to be hitched to a vehicle. But this isn't. Sort of examining it, you reckon that a couple of you could basically manually pull it. Just grab the trailer hitch and just run. There is a lift accessing all levels because, of course, they need wheeled units. You know, stuff needs to be transferred in and out. Shard, you're muted.
Yeah.
How are we getting this on the bus?
You're walking this bugger.
Yeah, no, I figured we took public transportation to get here faster before the thing.
Yeah.
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 So we'll just take turns
Yeah.
dragging along behind it.
Looking around, by the way, the entirety of this this storage unit is all tagged with Tiger Claws gang signs.
Want to burn it down?
I regret not buying that tech scanner.
Sorry?
I regret not buying the tech scanner.
Yeah.
I could have scanned everything to see if there's any nice stuff.
Yeah, you could. Shame you didn't.
Well, we could just cut open everything
That might
and take a look.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah. But you bought bolt croppers, so you were able to take the padlock off the door.
I have shut down the cameras, but I would suggest not hanging around in Tiger Claw territory too long.
Yeah.
Okay, this is since the doors are open and the security is disabled. Once we're clear, is it possible to send out an open message to gangs in the area saying, "Hey, locker 31B is open. Go loot it."
You could give the address of the storage unit itself.
Yeah. Because I mean that's distraction, so that hopefully.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
yes, you can.
Oh my God.
Yep, you can indeed.
Molly.
You are a media. This is your fang.
Then
You've had a hot tip that.
Okay, excellent. Then I would like to do that, please.
You basically just covered us entirely with whoever's going to come. Oh, wow.
Right. Okay. As you are departing,
Genius, Molly.
as you're departing down the road, you hear the first bikes and a couple of vans
Oh, shit.
heading in the direction you were going. You can see a pair of bikes go past as you turn down an alleyway. You see a pair of bikes go across the road, piloted by two Japanese-looking guys in neon gear with white hair and slightly panicked expressions. Followed by a knackered pickup with a huge Confederate flag down the side and half a dozen blokes with pipes.
Oh.
And I don't mean, the Sherlock Appreciation Society.
Oh.
Oh, now I'm thinking of like a Victoriana gang that.
Oh, I've got
Cozy
one of
gang.
those. I have created one of those.
Oh.
I have created
Fabulous.
one of them.
Nice.
And yes, a lot of tweed is involved. Bulletproof tweed. And
Join this
That
group.
that
Like my people.
I'm about to say, Bulletproof Tweed sounds like a fantastic band name, or even a gang name.
It
So
does.
Oh, yes.
so as you depart the scene, you can hear behind you initial crashes, bangs, and then someone opens fire. And then you're out of earshot.
the crash, bang, what, gunshots, and then there's a little, I say. Good wind-up.
And can adjourn back to the tailors.
So,
And yes, you will be rewarded for your efforts with appropriate basically the outfits that were scanned for earlier, and an accessory of your choice from the container, which contains vacuum-packed suits, primarily corpo, but also a couple of dresses, which look like they could be used for any ambassadorial function that you care to name.
Do they have a special pocket for pilfering Ferrero Rocher?
They have the insulated Ferrero Rocher pocket. That's the one that doesn't have it melt when you steal them.
Yeah.
That is important.
A couple of tuxedos with bulletproof lining, and an assortment of real leather shoes.
Wow. Okay. As done. Go on.
No, I keep walking on you. It's your turn.
No. Well, I was just going to say that Dandelion is my stylist, so they can make any decisions for me for clothing. I know. I'm aware of what I'm saying. Yes.
Are the dresses? Are they bulletproof as well?
Yes. The ballistic fabric. So yes. Obviously not the V-neck, because there's nothing there.
Of course not. That's what the jewelry's for. see, I can't know if I really want to mess with. It would be so hilarious to make them wear an actual elegant ball gown. Like,
it wouldn't, however, really be appropriate for attending
it
a
would
spa.
not. It wouldn't. I'm gonna go with just the bulletproof, business suit. That works.
Okay, so you can be equipped with business suits as applicable, and you can acquire, if you wish, any one item of jewelry, watch, or shoes, or handbag.
Yeah, I'm guessing for Electrum that's going to be the bag he asked for.
That's going to be the bag you asked for, yes.
Cool. But it's the leather. Is the bag actual leather? Oh.
If it's you're assuming it's cultured, but it's definitely leather.
And probably not
how
human.
big are these bags that are accessories?
They start at clutch size, and they go up to messenger size.
Yeah, so it's a messenger bag that the Electrum is taking.
Yes, the messenger bag that you could, for example, fit a small goat into.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's a messenger bag that I could sort of fit a med kit into.
Yes.
No, why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
Why would
Because
you
I don't think the backpack I normally carry would be considered fine.
No.
Why would you want to be practical in Night City?
You can indeed basically get a briefcase with a strap. Essentially, a hard case.
Okay.
I think, because I really want to go for some really cool jewelry to show off the next time I do a show.
Okay.
But I'm going to go practical because I will need to look the part with the suit. So I'm going to go with the shoes.
Okie dokie.
Because the shoes will be a giveaway if they're not. But these are these high fashion shoes or are they business wear shoes?
They are high fashion shoes.
Awesome.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So, Cad's gone with the bag. What is Duck doing? What's Duck having?
You see, this is the one time I regret not playing someone who's British and cyberpunk, because then I'd have gone with a tuxedo and gone for the full Bond look. But no.
Unfortunately, it's not an accessory.
I will focus. Okay, on top of the normal sort of corpo suit, I will probably take a watch on the basis that watch is always nice to look at and it's practical. He wants to be able to keep track of how much time we're on the mission with.
Okay.
So having a watch to look at.
Right. Okay, and Robinson.
Are we discussing stealing shoes?
Yeah, you can pick one clothing accessory from this load. Think Italian
Know anything
fashion.
about fashion. What's most recommended?
Well,
Easy
a
way
couple
out.
of people have taken bags to conceal their occupational tools. There are gloves. There are shoes. There are belts. There are watches. There are ties. Yeah, that kind of seems like a waste of a reward, but you know.
Are there bow ties?
Yes.
Bow ties are cool. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Are you kidding? No.
Excellent. And Molly, remind me, did you haven't picked anything yet, have you?
No.
What's Naboo going to lumber herself with?
Oh God, she really wants a pocket watch, but is that going to be too non-executive?
I mean, you could
This
take
is
it
fashion.
you could take it and just not have it on display or anything because this is like, I mean, we get to keep this stuff, so
Yeah, this is present.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not just for the run. This is stuff for you.
Oh, okay. Well then, yes, pocket watch, please.
Yeah.
Also, having an expensive pocket watch is not necessarily anti-business. Like,
Well,
Just
you
means
haven't
you're
seen the way
doing well.
she'll wear it. Yeah,
It's
you have
fun.
not seen the way that she will wear it. Though.
oh Jesus.
Not that way.
What way?
Now
Okay.
when you have, you know, those really useless chains that have like no function at all,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like the gold chain that you hang on your clothes.
oh,
Apparently used-
the one that connects one belt loop to another belt loop.
Oh
Oh.
God.
I just like. what are the-
I mean, it's a piece of jewelry. I mean, that would count
Yeah,
as jewelry,
it
no
would,
doubt.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you could have that
Okay.
instead of the bow tie. If you...
Nah,
Yeah.
that's cooler.
Yeah.
It's just
Sure.
the talk of the pocket watch made me remember those.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, the rest of you will be supplied with effectively a business suit. Moliere, Naboo will be supplied with business casual, as distinct from business suit, very different look, and also a small bag which contains an unfeasibly fitted leotard, leggings,
Oh, it's
and
the gym wear.
soft,
Are we?
and soft grip-soled yoga socks with the
That's
individual
okay.
toes.
Oh, after all of this, though, she can totally repurpose those into outfits.
Are we talking sort of like Olivia Newton-John physical style image here?
There is a headband involved.
Oh,
I like that our employer didn't trust us enough to actually think ahead and bring our own bags. No, she supplied us with an appropriate bag for removing said.
Okay, so you are basically all but ready to start infiltration next week. So, as I said, I'm cognizant of night needing to shoot off. So, and I think we've pulled this to a halt.
Yeah.
You've accomplished your first minor net run.
Yay!
And, I think shown you how the system works.
Yeah.
And yeah, your guys are ready to be gutted up and look all professional-like.
did you say gussied or gutted?
Gusset. Well, I said gussied.
Yes,
Okay.
I mean, it could go either way.
In Drat's case, they're both like synonymous.
Yes, done up or done up. Okay.
Indeed.
I mean, like, Drat's a cannibal, so you dress up your meal before you eat it, don't you? That's what the fancy restaurants do.
Oh,
PSA: I am not a cannibal.
Just watch any of her gameplay videos from like
Yeah.
the past 4 months, and you'll see.
Now I've got Toto Coelho in my head. I eat cannibal.
That's actually, you realise Toto Coelho actually dressed like a Night City poser gang.
I've not actually, or it's been a very long time since I've actually seen one of their videos.
Think neon bin bag bikini. Effectively, that's what you're looking at. I am now going to have to sort of seek out Toto Coelho.
Yeah, I'm gonna
on
have to look at that
YouTube.
video on YouTube now.
It's really dodgy. Okay, So that will be it for this week. We are back next week in the second half of this double bill, where they will be doing the infiltration and goat extraction.
Hopefully, it will go just as smoothly as this session
This will
did.
go. Thank you. That's a
will go
really
as quickly.
freaking low bar. So that is going to be next week. We will smash cut to the smooth waters. We'll take that. You're not helping, Fish. You're really not. And we will take that from there. So thank you very much for playing. Much appreciated. I am really happy to be getting back to these guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thoroughly enjoying this. Stealing a baby goat. So
2 baby goats.
two baby goats.
Potentially.
Make it glow in the dark.
No.
Yeah.
One irradiated baby goat. Right, okay. If, for God's sake, if for some ungodly reason you like what we do, you can support us. We would very much like to be able to pay the participants. Indeed, !donate gets you the link. Thank you very much, Molly. And we also have a Discord where this lot and other reprobates hang out, and it is a genuinely friendly place for everyone, including streamers, gamers, nerds of all stripes, and it's genuinely quite friendly and a very helpful place. So anyone's welcome to join. If you're horrible, we will ask you to leave, but you're probably not because you're watching this.
Yeah.
So thank you very much indeed, and I will bid you a good night. And thank
Good night,
you.
everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good as well.
Bye.